Welcome in, everyone. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Live free Oracle readings with Gemma Jade. Knows all, sees all, tells most of it. So, light your candles, close the drapes, and prepare to see what the cards hold for you. Here's Gemma Jade.
Don't we just love him? Let's give a big round of applause for our very own Steve Stockton. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I've been kind of lurking in the background in the chat. Hello, everybody. And I just saw you come in. Welcome. And Earthbound. Sorry, I thought I had my list, but you guys are really active in chat tonight. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let me start off at the beginning, and we'll take it from there. I hope everyone's having a great week. I know most of us aren't because it's a crappy January. Let me back this up. I feel like I'm super close to the camera here. So just give me a second. All right. I come prepared. That's what I do. Okay. Mac Taylor. Ghost Dragons. What's up, sweetheart? Melissa Nicole. Josephine Van Dam. Yes, Josephine, as soon as I see your name, honey, I put you on the list. So you're like number 4 or 5 tonight. And you always get a reading as long as you're in. Because if you didn't want a reading, when I call your name, just say pass. I'll just go from this. Blue Heron, fellow Jersey girl. What's up, girl? Mike Roberts, Christina Bell, the elusive ninja. Maraid, my wifey, Chillin' Charlie, Jarvis, Grey Wolf, Fast Hemi Machinist, Nicole Perone, Lady Nopingham, welcome, Blue Crossroads, and Shauna. Dawn H, Aunt Edna, Earthbound Nomad, Donna, hey mama, Brown Dot Flap, Unbearing Chain. I don't know who you are. Is it unbarring or unbearing? Unbearing Chain. Guess who? I never liked that game. Brown Dot. Jake Smith. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Jake. Oh. That is my 17-year-old son. It's Damien. What's up, sweetheart? I was like, God, please don't be a troll. Please don't be a troll. You know, hey, Lotus girl. Damien, I really thought that's where that was going. I thought that was going with, it's your mom. And then, like, I don't know. Okay, Donna. Thank you for stopping by to say hello. So what's up, everybody? Yeah, everybody, Blue Heron put her art page in there. I haven't had a chance to check it out. I just actually found out about it, but I definitely will check it out. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know I changed my cash tag for my Cash App. So Cash App and PayPal, and I think the Amazon wish list, I'm not sure, is in the description box. And there's always super chats, just to let you guys know. Enzo, what is up? Wow. I better get started here. Jake Smith, you better not be texting while driving. So, Damien, I'm gonna start with you, sweetheart. Since, you know, you're my child and all. Even though you're not a child. Not having the best day, guys. So just bear with me. I had to do this stream to kind of get my mind off of everything and just focus. And I'm praying we don't get snow this weekend so I can go and see my Damien and my mama. So, guys, I don't know if you guys are on my Facebook. Damien, did you see what happened? I sent my mother a thing of 6 healing crystals for the Cancer zodiac sign. Yeah, he might be my favorite too. And they sent her, instead of the crystals, a child-sized t-shirt that says, "Ask me about my moo cow." I don't know. Sorry, I heard RJ yell too. All right, let's get this party started, guys. Damien, I'm going to use the Halloween Oracle. we'll start off with the Halloween Oracle because why not? Why not? Yeah, my mom, I was taking a nap and I'm like, Mom, let me know when your gift gets there because I really, Ghost Dragons, oh yeah, sorry, I thought you were doing the Cash App. I have to change that too. So I was like, let me know because I was really excited for her to receive this gift. And I was napping with the baby. And when I woke up, it was a shirt that said, ask me about my moo cow. And my mom's like, this is what showed up. And I'm like, what? She's like, is this a joke? I don't understand. And I'm like, no. I'm like, that's not, no, it's supposed to be crystals. So of course, Amazon has, no explanation. They're just, gave me my refund. And I'm like, no, I want an explanation. Please tell me how something like this happens, not just once, but over and over again. And they're like, so-and-so's, Van Shipawakasika, which is whoever their name was, call has dropped. So basically they hung up on me. They didn't want to hear it. Sci-Fi Master, Cloud Horse, welcome. So I was like, okay, well, at least I got my money back. Yeah, Amazon doesn't explain anything ever. They just want to give you money, which is okay with me. And it's funny, the guy's like, he said something, and I'm like, sir, that's not a real word. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm really harsh on Amazon customer service just because I get really frustrated because they'll be like, do you want printed labels? And I'm like, yes, that would be great to like make a return. And they're like, okay, I emailed them to you. I'm like, sir, printed ED means it's already been done, as in you drop printed labels off at my house. I'm okay, Mac. Thank you for asking. Eric M, welcome. All right, I'm going to start now and stop rambling at least for a few minutes. Yeah, moo cow. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't even understand the joke of that one. You know what it is, Melissa Nicole? Amazon is so huge. So if, say they, they do 700,000 packages a day, to them, if 70,000 are wrong, they don't care. Casey Holt, welcome and awesome. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Your first time here. Hey, Oracles and Beyond. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with everybody. What's up, Cassie? Thank you so much for coming in. All right, Damien. Unbearing Chain. I think I like that one. That's a good one. All right, so you got the Midnight card, the most magical hour of all. The dark, it envelopes me. The witching hour awaits. True magic and enchantment and spells that change fate. The middle of the night, midnight, is the hour in which it is believed that ghosts, witches, ghouls, and magic are most likely to be active. Transition times, such as noon, the time between tides, or even dark moon, are traditionally powerful times for magical transformation. In some Christian traditions, the witching hour is seen as 3 a.m. because it's the opposite to the time that Jesus is said to have died at 3 p.m. But there is some consensus that midnight is the time of greatest magic, particularly around Halloween. As soon as the clock strikes midnight on Halloween, it is said that the spirits flow forward through the veil and, if benevolent, bring positive messages. If not so benevolent, they are mischievous and play tricks at best or at worst cause havoc. Allow yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know, too, that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light, and this isn't something to hide from. So, most definitely, Dee, I think that this is probably your darkest hour. I do agree with that, with everything going on. But I feel like what the card and the universe is saying is the idea is kind of not to be consumed by it, not to let it derail you, not to let it distract you, and not to let it take you off course. It's okay in the dark of night to sit and think about things and mourn, or, think about maybe some regrets or, about anything going on in your life. But the fact of the matter is to just don't let it take over, to let it be a sometimes thing, because we all have darkness in us that can take over and can consume us. And then where do we end up? But we all have light as well. So I think, the idea is to let the light always win over. Think about the positive. And if you're in a situation where there is no positive at all and nothing really to be gained, then think about the memories we have, you know, thinking about good things in our lives, positive things that we want to do, we can do, and that we have done. Scotty, Jessa. I think that's everybody. All right. So, Mac Taylor. Oh, I'm so happy you came in, Damien. I can't wait to see you this weekend. I might head out early Friday to get to you guys so that I don't get stuck in the snow, because I've got to get out of here. Guys, I have 2 new decks, Pleiadian Oracle and the ET Experiencer Oracle deck, which is going to be interesting reading from those. So, Mac, you get the Pleiadian Oracle. Jessa, oh, Jules Enigma, welcome. Nightmare, DC Joey. My gosh, guys, I can't keep up. I love it. Thank you so much for coming and spending this time with me. It means a lot. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this tonight or work, and I was like, you know what? Just do it. Exactly. There's no timeline for grief. Blue Heron, you're 100% right. It's so crazy. If you guys remember 2 weeks ago when I was, that song Breathe In was stuck in my head, where Ariana Grande did the Mac Miller tribute with that song. It took on a whole new meaning this week. So I was just listening to it again, and now it's stuck in my head again. I'm like, I can't put him through it. All right, Mac. You got card number 5 of the Pleiadian Oracle, which is Mother, Father, Healing. Hi, Covina. Welcome. Wow. We have a full house. This is so awesome. Mike, you're very welcome. It's just as much for me, too. Just spending time with you guys, not being alone, keeping myself busy and active. Okay, Mac. The Earth incarnate carries the stories, experiences, and genetics passed down from the experiences of one ancestor to the next. Due to your planet going through such a tumultuous saga in times of past, many Earth incarnates have received the work assignments of having to clear many emotions and traumas from the ones that walked before them. Although this can feel like a daunting task, every incarnated human has gone through some element of this process and is often the quote-unquote price of admission for landing on Earth. The end result, however, is an awakened planet where the healed genetics are passed forward to the next generation for full liftoff. With that said, know that all your inner work is sending ripples to the universe, and we, the Pleiadian guides, thank you sincerely for your service. Whichever parent link may come to mind on first thought is probably accurate, and we, your I missed something, sorry. When this card has arrived, know that a particular issue in your life has to do with your ancestry. Now is a great time to look deeper into the current situation, specifically towards your mother or father line, and uncover more on your genetic story. Exploring these aspects of yourself and your ancestors will lead to great levels of revelation to remove outdated cache from your life that will shift any turbulence that once hindered your walk. Whichever parent link may come to mind on first thought is probably accurate, and we, your Pleiadian guides, are requesting for you to traverse deep into this exploration, knowing that on the other side of ancestral healing rests an awakened planet of free hues. And this deck refers to humans as hues. Been called worse, I guess. A secondary meaning of this card could represent that your family is healing, and communication with a family member in this moment will serve the evolution. Additional meanings: ancestral healing, mother-father clearing, coming together, relief, understanding, clarity, family time, and bloodline. I feel like this could be an issue with one of your parents, something that's being resolved, or maybe just what I'm kind of getting more though is that, like, maybe you needing to reach out, good night, Charlie, to either your mother or father or a mother or father figure. Okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be your parent. I do feel like it's blood though. So maybe an aunt, an uncle, a grandmother, a grandfather. I feel like you may have felt at least some point in your life, if not right now, that you're dealing with, like, you're kind of paying for the sins of something someone did generations ago, or maybe something that your parents did, that your life has never been truly yours, maybe up until a recent point. Like, for instance, if you happen to have one addicted parent, you know, that causes turmoil and all kinds of stuff that you would have to deal with as a child growing up, you know, that you wouldn't even realize you're dealing with the things that you're going through. So something like that. So what I would do this week, and what the universe is kind of telling you to do, is if there's anything like that, some unresolved issue with a parent or parent figure, try to see how you can make that work and kind of forgive it and forget it. If you're the one who needs to offer the apology, go ahead and do that. Or if there's something bothering you that you just don't know the answer to, like you are completely lost and have no idea, reach out to a parental figure, somebody you respect and admire in your family who, and that person's going to have the answer. So think on it for a little bit and see who the first person that comes to mind that's realistic. So Casey Holt, and there were two other people, I think, in here that are new. It's your first time in here. Jules, it is your first time in here. And I thought there was one more, but maybe not. Okay, so Melissa Nicole, Ravenswand. Yes, so I'll take care of whoever's new in just a few minutes. Let me get some of the crazy amount of energy in my room last night. Felt like a bunch of people were here, but there was no one. Well, there could have been someone, Damien, but you could have, because you have everything turned off, you might have just sensed them. Like, you could have put up a block without even noticing it, and now they're just not showing themselves, but they're there. I've felt the past couple of days like I've had a constant attachment visitation, but for me, that's awesome, because I feel like I know who it is. You could have also had ancestors or our relatives who have passed, even like your spirit guides in there offering you comfort. You know what I mean? And sometimes we can't see those entities, probably because you turned everything off. I think what we're going to have to do is figure out how you can, like, decide in the moment what you want to see and what you can't. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, Melissa Nicole, you got the card of standing tall. No, I gotta breathe. I can't get it out of my head now. As Wildwood's coven mother, Valonia Golfus watches over her witches from her treetop abode as she has for over 50 years. She is proud of them all, and although she is their chief, she regards herself as there to serve them. She is mindful of their needs and finds her own spirit lifted when she lifts theirs. In this way, goodness begets goodness, and Valonia's example ensures that Wildwood remains a bastion of healing and love. Oh, thank you so much, Diesel Girl. I was stoked to stumble on this live show. I enjoy watching Gemma read. Thank you so much. And Damien, I can work with you with that for sure, because there is a way to do it. The reverse of this, I'm getting a little bit more of being the leader might sound grand, but it's equal parts burden and privilege. She has to sacrifice her own needs for others, and that's the model of true leadership. But I think you've been sacrificing your own needs for others or another, Melissa, and not getting anything in return. You don't have a leadership position in an area in your life, or just in your life in general. Again, I'm feeling that oppressed energy all over you. And I feel like maybe it's time again this week, and this is a process, so it's going to keep coming up week after week, even after I think you've made the decision to move on from whatever or whoever this is, that you still, it's like you're still thinking more of the other person's emotions or feelings than your own. But if I stop this, situation or this relationship, then they're going to do this. They're going to feel this. And you're not realizing that you're completely and totally disregarding your own feelings. And our feelings serve a huge function in our life. And if we keep burying them and putting them down, we're going to miss so much. And we're also going to suffer a lot more in the long run, because once this situation ends, and it is going to end, it can't possibly continue going on in this chaotic, codependent, tumultuous way that it is, the back and forth all the time and the oppressed energy that I'm feeling. You're going to have way more crap to deal with than if you were to just wash your hands and walk away. If not right now, then as fast as you possibly can. Welcome, Jilly Doom. Okay, I'm going to do one of the newbies, then Lotus Girl. Ghost Dragons, I skipped you just for a little bit. Well, let me do Josephine first. And then I'm going to do Casey Holt, if you're still in here. And then Lotus Girl, because I know Lotus Girl does have to care for her husband, and she sometimes has to be very in and out. So, Josephine... And guys, if I don't respond to something you say to me in the chat, just know it's only because I'm reading. Do you guys like my ponytail? Do you believe it's fake? I wanted to put it higher on my head, but I didn't have time. Keep on breathing. Okay, so here it is. Josephine, you got Dark Goddess. I need a room. What am I going to say, guys? You can all predict it. I need my freaking office already. I love you guys too. I love you too, Lotus Girl. Thank you. I think it's really cute. If I put it a little bit higher, I think it's going to look really nice. All right, Josephine, you still here, right? I tried to take some selfies, but it just felt wrong. Somehow, I remember I would take selfies, and if I wasn't sure about them, I would send them to Jeff. And he would be like, nah, you could do better than that. Face looks fat. Hair looks stupid. Ooh, you look really beautiful in that one. You should use that one. Like, he wasn't afraid to hurt my feelings. And I just loved that so much about him. So I took like 2 selfies tonight, and I was like, I can't do it. Can't do it tonight. Josephine, I'm sure you're still here, baby girl, but just let me know so I don't read for no reason. Casey Holt, that's amazing. He said, Gemma Jade, until I seen your detailed video many more in November, I've learned to harness and balance my energies. Thank you for that. I've also learned that I'm known as a Hiyoka empath. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to look it up. And it's something I really want to teach my son on Baron Chain there. Josephine, I see you. Jessa, that was the other person I was looking for. Just subs, Gemma. You seem really genuine. Thank you very much. I try my best. I try to be as genuine as I possibly can with my subscribers. A lot of them have become my family. So welcome to the Gemstone Club. Cassie, by the way, I ordered that, what is it? Beautiful Creatures? No, not Beautiful Creatures. That deck you just got. And Amazon finally had Into the Lonely Woods. Blue Crossroads, Shauna, Ghost Dragons, Jake Smith, everybody who's been sending me gifts. Holy crap. Like, thank you guys so very much. I felt like it was Christmas last week. You guys are so amazing. I'm going to have to go and get some 973 Patterson t-shirts for you guys and send them out. All right. Josephine, Gentle Creatures. Okay. That's what it was. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. It's not going to be here till Valentine's Day, but I love you guys too. That's why I needed to do this tonight. All right, you got Isis, the card of resurrection. Oh, Enzo, sorry, but I am off Chop Shop and SOR this weekend to go and visit my mom and my son, but I'll be back the weekend after. So I'll see you then, or I'll see you next week on my Wednesday night stream. Have an amazing one. And yeah. Josephine, self-sacrifice, the price is paid, needs of others have been made, time to rise and to become the best for you and your kingdom. By the power of the dark goddess in me, protection in place, blessed be. Why have you sacrificed your own life for the sake of others? You have given away the most precious thing in life, you. All these years of dedication for the sake of your principles, all the pain and suffering you've endured, and yet you have ignored your own needs by putting others before you. This learned behavior has become a destructive pattern in your life. Stop self-imposing the victim upon yourself and take steps to live out your dreams. Be self-sacrificing yourself. By self-sacrificing yourself, you have forgotten who you truly should be. Never act as others expect you to be. Instead, take responsibility for your life and quit blaming others for your disappointments and failures. You need to be in service to yourself first and foremost. Take care of yourself and learn to say no, especially when others' demands enslave you. Be like a phoenix as you rise from the ashes of resurrection, for Isis invites you to reclaim your personal power. Stop behaving like a martyr. Always help with a loving heart and never resentment. Hand any guilt over to Isis. Make a commitment to be kind to yourself. Josephine, make a list of your goals and take steps to achieve them. Take control and responsibility for your own life. Seize the day. Okay, Miss Josephine, this card sounds very harsh, but it's actually not, okay? What it's actually saying is you've become kind of a perpetual victim because you're such a people pleaser, because you're so good-hearted, because you're so genuine. Just say you can talk as much or as little as you want, girl. Feel comfortable. We all have our days. I'm very proud of the community I've built here. So I think what the universe wants you to do this week is take baby steps. I know how hard it can be to like just want to avoid conflict and just do what needs to be done, even though like maybe it's not your job, or maybe you feel like it's really effed up that you have to do this, but just doing it just to keep the peace. You know, I know how that is. I live it. Okay. I'm just as guilty. But the universe wants you this week to learn a little bit how to say no a little bit at a time. If you don't want to lend somebody your truck, it doesn't matter if they're now going to have to pay a U-Haul to move. It doesn't matter. That's not your problem. And I know that sounds really bad, but that's the only way to get out of this perpetual victim mentality, because people are not as genuine as you are. Just because you're genuine and kind-hearted and always think the best and want the best for everybody else, there are people out there who are demon-possessed, who do have negative energy attachments, and who were born as bad people to pretty much just, crap on the rest of us, and you're not being one of those people just by saying no. The act in and of itself of saying no is not being unkind. So start with baby steps, say no to, if you really don't want to go to your nephew's cat's birthday party, don't go. You're allowed to say no. If somebody really, really needs you, use your heart and your mind to discern who really needs you and who kind of is like, they'll be okay without you, and start there. You have to learn to start saying no, or you are never going to move forward in your life, because you're spending so much time and energy helping others that you're exhausting yourself. Energy vampires. Exactly. Jules, just come in, relax, sit back. You are going to fit right in here. I promise you. You can talk, you cannot talk, you can whatever. Please, please feel free to speak your mind as long as it's respectful, and to just kind of hang out. My mom's in the chat. This is so awesome. Mom, how'd you like that shirt I sent you? Oh, you had to see the argument with Amazon over that one. That is my actual mom. Yeah, be true to you, Josephine. If somebody's not going to like you or going to kick you out of their life because you didn't want to lend them $10, then is that really the kind of person that you want in your life anyway? I don't think so. My mom was like, is this a joke? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm like, no. I was so mad. They had no idea. They had no idea what it was about. Or, all right, I'm going to do one of the new people and then Lotus Girl. So Casey Holt, I believe you were the first newbie in here. And I try to keep the list going in order, but sometimes I stray. Like, you know, when my son comes in, I never get a visit from him. So that's very special to me when he comes in and hangs out with his mom. So proud of that boy. He's so incredible. Do you ever just look at your kids and like, you're like, holy crap, how did me, get so blessed with such amazing kids because I was an a-hole? That is how I feel when I look at my son, Damien. All my kids, pretty much. Casey Holt, you ready? Just hanging out. You don't have to, you know, you can talk as little or as much as you want, Dee. I'm just happy to have you here. Yeah, Jessa, you're going to get a reading. Anybody who comes in for the first time, I always make sure they get read and like they don't have to wait, because some people come in and they wait 2 hours. They just keep checking back, which, you know, that's why I love this so much. Thank you, Lotus Girl. I ordered a shirt that says world's okayest mom because I thought, why not? Hey, Scotty, don't offer my son beer. Thank you, Blue Heron. I do have some pretty good looking kids. I must say. All right. Casey, you are still here, right? Root beer is okay. Damien is the kid that I would actually trust to be like me, like when I was that age, be like, I'm only 17. Why are you offering me beer? Like, make the person feel stupid. I don't know. I could have him wrong, but that's how I was. I'd be like, do you know? Like, I was that kid. Damien didn't like school, but I loved it. And I was that kid that would be like, oh, wait. Before class ends, you forgot to give us homework. You know? Didn't work out well. All right, Casey, I got you. Here we go. Ooh, nice card. Stargazer. All right, see, I'm feeling better now. And this is exactly why I decided to do this stream. Ghost Dragon says, here's some coffee, my boy. To you, Unbearing Chain. All right, Casey, Stargazer, set your sights higher. Okay. Go beyond your limitations and believe that impossible is possible. Do you ever remember wishing on a star when you were a child and in your innocence believing that your wish could come true? The Stargazer connects with this energy of the cosmos and reminds you that you have the ability to draw in support from the universe. Manifestation, right? That's my mom. Did someone say beer? Yummy. His cloak, with its sparkles and light, shows that you are closer to the energy of the universe than you think. You don't have to go out looking for it. It's already there. It's literally in you, Casey. So look beyond where you are and create even bigger dreams, visions, and goals, because with the power and help of the cosmos, those wishes can come true. You are on the verge of a miracle. All of your dreams and aspirations are within your grasp, and you are being guided to focus on your vision. The angels who are with you are encouraging you. There is nothing that you cannot have or achieve. There is an opportunity at this time to heal an old wound or pattern of lack and not feeling good enough. In the past, you've often found it impossible to recognize your worth and to believe that you are deserving of blessing. Angel and ancestor wisdom is reminding you that you are an incredible and infinite spark of the universe, and the universe is not only within you, it absolutely adores you. You are talented, filled with strength, and have the abilities you need to turn your wildest dreams into reality. I actually watched some of the movie Donnie Brasco be filmed where they're having the argument outside of the grocery store, I was standing right like on the sidelines. They filmed it right on Main Ave in Clifton when I was like 12. So, Casey Hole, just so all you new people know, this is what I do. I read half and then I continue talking to the chat. Sorry, sometimes it throws people off. Something I'm getting from the universe is this like kind of, I don't know if it's a weird message, but maybe it'll make sense to you that every wish does have a cost. Like if you throw a penny into a fountain, right? The wish costs that penny. Do you know what I mean? So just be careful what you wish for. I feel like you are manifesting and you don't even realize it, or you have the power to manifest and you don't even realize it. If you wake up in the morning, and I say this so much, and you say, it's going to be a shitty day, guess what? You just manifested yourself a shitty day. I'm guilty of it. I do it pretty much every day. But if you wake up and try your best to keep saying, even out loud, this is going to be a great day. This is going to be an abundant day. This day is going to be full of blessing. This is going to be a great day. You should and could manifest yourself at least a decent day. And if you're saying great, you're going to get a great day. Power of life and death is in the tongue, and it's really true. You have to watch what you say. Watch the negative self-talk too, telling yourself you can't, you won't, you're not able to, things like that. Because when you're putting that out there, the universe is going to be like, okay, boom, now you can't. You actually can't. Instead of saying, I can do this, it's just going to take some time. Please watch the way that you speak. Watch your mouth this week. Try to do some positive manifestation. I would do some writing manifestations. I am so grateful to have blankety blank and more. Act as if, talk or write as if you have it already. I am so grateful for blank and more. Don't limit yourself. I am so grateful I have $1 million in the bank. Then you're going to stop at $1 million. I am so grateful to have $1 million in the bank and more. That leaves room for you to make 10 million or 20 million or who knows, $1 billion. I don't know. We're all guilty of it, Jessa. I think we are all guilty of it. Be careful of wording when doing wishes. Yeah. And just honestly, Dawn, in general, when going throughout your day, even thoughts, it's much harder to watch your thoughts. But you can change a habit in 28 days, which is why most rehabs are for 28 days, if you didn't know that. And you can change a thought in 19 seconds. So if you're thinking something bad, you can think of something else for just 19 seconds. That other thought, like if you get a song stuck in your head, if you can think about something else for 19 seconds, the song will be out of your head. Stuff like that, okay? So really watch that this week. Lotus Girl. Miss Towing to Neil. Feel my blood running. And I know this shit's fabricated. Crash Steel. My dog drinks coffee in the park. We don't say, you know what it is? A lot of people in North Jersey will drop the R, but I don't. My family never did. They'll be like, I'm going to drink coffee in the park with my dog and your mother. But we don't, like where I'm from, we don't do that. But that's like Jersey City, Newark. They all do that. Most of them do that. Someone came into my stream in my comment section and was like, why do you only have an accent sometimes? And I'm like, why are you here trolling me? And the person's like, I'm a troll because I asked a question. I'm like, no, you're a troll because I recognize your name and I've already blocked you from my channel 6 times. Literally never heard anything else from them. All right, Lotus. Guys, I should be, hopefully, especially if I get to my mom's this weekend, please pray for that. I'm manifesting it. I will have Moonbear Oracle up and running by February 1st with the monthly February readings. Jules, you're so welcome. That's what we're here for. Cowie, hi. Everybody, Cowie lives in Hawaii. I have to tell everybody that. I'm so jealous of Cowie. But one day. Lotus, The time has come to drop egos, drop hard-headed opinions, and unify as the hues. Although it can be challenging with so many personalities and conflicting viewpoints in your diverse world, at its core wholeness, your species is very similar in nature, with a common desire to feel needed, receive love, be appreciated, and have one's basic survival needs met. By reprimanding ourselves of these simplistic similarities amongst all, we rewire our minds back to the field of unity. When the cosmic unity arrives, it is not suggesting that you drop morals or put aside what is true to your heart, but rather find common ground between you and this person or situation. Not if the person's a demon. You will find that as emotions settle and you seek out commonalities, that a beautiful blessing in disguise will be revealed to reflect a greater understanding in yourself. Your mirror universe is constantly showing you through a reflection that a much greater lesson is to be uncovered by seeing all through the lens of unity. Make this a day of dropping your protective shield, taking a pause, and asking your higher guidance to lead you into the field of cosmic unity. This is the way of ultimate healing, where repetitive situations drop out of our lives and we as empowered souls access the greater teachings. You are the warrior of light. Seek unity. If it's up by me, then I'm not worried about it. We'll get through it. Additional meanings: healing, oneness, letting go, unification, and compassion. Lotus Girl, before I go forward with your reading, I want to just let you know that compassion does not mean that you have to reconcile with somebody, be friendly, be friends, or even be friendly with somebody. Compassion just means, it's not like pity either. Like, oh, it's just thinking, wow, like, thank God or thank goodness I'm not as terrible as, we'll call him Carl, right? Thank goodness I'm not such a pathetic waste of life like Carl. And that's not judgy, because he's done very, very horrible things. Not putting your personal information out there. And I'm not talking about Lotus's husband. There's just a person in her life who is an energetic and psychic vampire, who is a horrible person, who is an abusive person all around, and who has done terrible things. And unfortunately, Lotus, I hope you don't mind me saying, she has to deal with this person on a personal and professional level pretty much daily, and he's making your life a living hell. So maybe try this. Look at them. Even try pity, right? The universe is going to be mad at me for this, but look at them like, how can I I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe do something a little nice for Carl, okay? Maybe, whatever it is. I don't know him personally, but, tell him to have a nice day, even if you really don't want to. Number one, it's going to make you feel better. It really will. Number two, it's going to make you look a lot better. And number three, it's going to break you out from under his pressure, right? From the evilness and the menace that comes from him. If you just shine your light, he's not going to know what to do. And I really feel like you're going to have a much better shot. And I'm getting specifically, okay, that this is that situation, okay? He's not going to know what to do, because if you don't say anything back, or if you hide behind others, he feels that now he has the power. The universe is saying this week, you know what, Lotus, take the power back. Keep doing good things, not necessarily for him, but around him, so he can see. Keep being kind. Keep yourself together. If you have to go into the bathroom and scream into a towel and punch the wall, don't recommend like punching a hard wall, like maybe through a towel or something. You know what I'm saying? But do that. Don't let this person see that he gets under your skin. As far as everything else, I feel like you're doing a really good job of keeping it together, of, caring for your pets and caring for your husband, and, doing the job that you do. And I feel like this card is also a good omen, on top of maybe having a friend who might have did a few charms for you. I hope Buddha's okay. But you're gonna be okay. Anything that you feel is lost is going to come back to you times 10. It may not be that exact thing, but say you lost, $500, like your purse got stolen, just say, God forbid. You're going to get some kind of lottery win of $1,500. Not that exact situation, but I hope you understand. Yes, and mental abuse, I believe, is worse than physical abuse. And emotional neglect as well, because at least physical abuse like heals. Do you know what I mean? All right, Mom. I am, and then I'm going to keep up on the list, guys. Don't worry. We have Blue Heron, Mike Roberts, Christina Bell, Mairead, and Jarvis. Mairead, I know you're running on over the pond time, so just give me a minute and I will get there. And then we'll go to Jules and Jessa, you're coming up. Mom, this is the first time ever I'm using the Extraterrestrial Experiencer deck. Brasselhoff. Oh. Thank you very much. I'm digging this. I think I like it better than the wigs. I mean, I like my wigs, but I let RJ pick out a wig, and he picked out this beautiful purple and black cosplay wig that went all the way down to like the bottom of my back. But the problem were the bangs. It was supposed to be a side sweep, but the bangs were like this long and just hung in my face. I was like, okay, I got to send this back. All right, Mom, we'll see. And remember, everybody, if you're new, if you've been here for a while, you'll know that the cards aren't always specific. So if this card talks about being abducted by aliens and you weren't abducted by aliens, not just you, Mom, anyone else that I use this, I will be able to interpret the message that the universe is trying to get across to you from this card. I didn't even know Lynn was in here. Lynn, thank you so much for stopping in. Guys, remember, I'm still doing personals. If you want one, email me at moonbearoracle@gmail.com or GemmaJadeParanormal@gmail.com. I'll be checking my emails this weekend. I've just had a rough run of it the past couple of weeks and really haven't been able to check those emails. All right, Mom. Oh, Mom. UFO sighting. Seeing is believing, Mom. The lights are so close that it's hard to see this card, but let me see. They're not really in any kind of order. UFO classroom. They're not in any. Oh my gosh, they're like not in any particular kind of order. I'm sorry. Like I said, I've never read with these before. Just give me a second to find Alpha Draconis, Pleiades, Lyra. Okay, I just want UFO sighting. Okay, here we go. Experiencer cards. Interesting. There are some really interesting cards in here, actually. I don't get it. It's like this card isn't in here. It says UFO sighting, but it says UFO classroom. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't expect this to happen. Now I'm not going to stop, of course, till I find it, but so it goes in alphabetical order, and it says UFO sighting, right? See it on the bottom, but the last card is UFO classroom. So if it's in alphabetical order, UFO sighting should come after UFO classroom. All right, let's see. It's got to be here. So we're at Zeta Reticuli, Venus. Okay, it's not here in the planets. Apollonia. I don't know. The card doesn't exist. Okay. Extraterrestrials have much they would like to teach us. Some learning involves technology, some are about our individual roles as contactees, and others have to do with spiritual topics such as consciousness and understanding of the multidimensional worlds around us. This card confirms that you have gathered, typically aboard a UFO craft, and engaged in group learning for these purposes. A sense of helpfulness and advancement in your psychic abilities is spiritual connection is often the result. If there's a subject you're particularly curious about, hold that request in your heart and mind. This can often sign you up for learning about this on a higher level with the help of your extraterrestrial guides. You are special. That's right. Your unique energy makeup, or also stated as your soul's personal vibration, is what your extraterrestrial contact involves. You might say you have a desirable spiritual DNA or rare energy blood type. And Mom, you do have that rare blood type. Nicole Perone, that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know. Which is what makes you as important as you are. Blue Crossroads, I think you're absolutely right. Many in this category have an exceeding amount of love, compassion, and open-mindedness. To benefit from extraterrestrial contact, you are willing, teachable, and even nurturing. Your soul and the extraterrestrial guides around you will all benefit from you just being you. I think no, that it's not there either. Okay. So I don't know if, this is about extraterrestrial. Damien, I had to. Jessa too. If this is about extraterrestrial contact, I don't personally believe, from what I know about you, all of your experiences, that you've had ET contact. But what I think this card is telling you, number one, I'm an earth angel. Damien's an earth angel. We're both light workers. I believe, not that you're an earth angel, but I believe that you do have some sort of other mission on this earth. I don't know exactly that you're exactly human, right? You do have the extremely rare blood type. We have the Native American ancestry on your side. So I feel like this card, seeing is believing, is telling you like about the ghost dog that you're seeing, the people in the funeral parlor window, right? To continue to believe in your experiences, Mom, and don't let anyone tell you you're not having them. If somebody doesn't want to believe you, then don't talk to them about it anymore. But don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in your own experiences. Okay, because in the long run, it's going to hurt you, because when someone you love, an ancestor, a loved one, is trying to come through, what's happening is I can see them being blocked because you're not open to it anymore because of that experience we had at your house with the djinn, which we're going to talk more about this weekend. So what I want you to do is try your best, and that's what those crystals were supposed to be for, to open yourself back up to the experiencing of the light and the good. Call on grandma, call on grandpa, call on whoever, siblings. All right. And let them come in and give you that peace instead of being afraid of the funeral parlor ghost or the djinn, because the darkness cannot come into the light. They'll be in light. You know what I mean? They'll be exposed. So keep yourself surrounded by loved ones. I just feel like you may not be utilizing your family members and loved ones who have passed over enough. And that's why you're kind of living in fear a little bit of this djinn creature. I can't wait to come there this weekend. I'm so excited. Only djinn I know makes people sleepy. My son, the smart ass. Well, you know what? It's spelled D-J-I-N-N, like Django. All right, I'm going to do my read. See that? My sister Lori came to me in my dream last night. Wow, this is crazy. See? And now you have to keep yourself open to that. I swear I almost said Aunt Lori too, but I know you get, a little emotional when I bring her up. But and how many times have you ever dreamt of her? Not a lot, right? We've even tried with the seances. You've even tried the contact and it didn't happen. So that's a sign, Mom. And pulling this card, seeing is believing. Okay. Believe in that Aunt Lori was really there with you. Even if you can't remember what she said, the comfort that should be provided from just knowing that your big sister was there. All right. I love you so much. I will walk the hour-and-a-half drive if I have to. I am coming on Friday. Okay. I got to move a little bit quicker. Oh, it's only 8 o'clock. I'm so glad I decided to do this and I didn't decide to just sit in my room and cry tonight, guys. Really, thank you so much for always being here for me. Sincerely. You guys did me the greatest service and favor by being here with me tonight. And I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. Oh, hell no, you are not installing a Windows update on my computer. Last time they installed Windows 11, it shut my computer down completely. I just have to get rid of this, guys, so it doesn't crap up my computer. Off. You're very welcome, Mom. I love you too. I'll come take you, storm or not. Ghost Dragons offered to drive to New Jersey from Ohio to take me to lunch for my birthday. I mean, you guys are amazing, right? Jessa, don't feel alone. You have us now, and I'm going to do your reading in just a few minutes. I want to take care of Miss Mermaid, my wifey for lifey over here. No, Anna, for my computer, and I have a brand new laptop. It's not a MacBook or anything, but it's really good one. And it's brand new. I got it for my birthday last year. My birthday is March 1st, so it's not even a year old. And I take very, very good care of it. Like when I'm not using it, it's in the laptop case. And I still even have the little foam thing that comes on the keyboard. So, and it installed it. And what it did was it completely locked me out of my computer. It kept me from being able to put my password in. So I couldn't get in. And I have to keep everything locked because RJ, you know, might just decide one day while I'm sleeping, well, I'll just open up mommy's computer and use it. Okay, Mermaid, you got card number 6, the card of choices. Damien, I'm very happy you're here with us tonight. Even if you just hang out for a little bit, stay the whole stream, whatever, it means a lot to me that you came in. We got to be there for each other, bud. Mermaid, feeling blocked and restrained. There were doors all around the hall, but they were all locked. And when Alice had been all the way down one side and up the other, trying every door, she walked sadly down the middle, wondering how she was ever going to get out again. When we are changing in order to find our own personal wonderland, we need to keep the momentum going in whatever area of life the magic of change is arriving. This means leaving the in-between lands of the idea and entering into the choices we must make to move forward. It may seem to you, as it does to Alice, that each choice presents a potential problem, that there is not one clear choice or one way to go. Each door is locked, too small, impossible to open or to even fit through. But Alice had not yet found the way. You two are on the road to finding the way to unlock the opportunities that are all about you. It may also be the various tests of courage will reveal the key to the door which will see you enter Wonderland. Right now, you have choices. Each of them may seem to have one or more drawbacks or obstacles. You feel that if you do not know how to get through to the other side, perhaps you are not meant to go there at all. But look about you. There are solutions. Look around you. There are ways through. You can create the next step, but you must be brave and willing to try something very new, which, Mermaid, I know you are, girl. And then you must be ready to deal with the uncertainty taking the step shall bring. If you peek through the keyhole, as Alice does, you will see the doorway that leads to the loveliest garden you can imagine. You must find a way through because the delights that lie on the other side are worth this test. The challenge is how to reach this place. You may need to grow smaller. You may need to grow larger. You may need to change yourself in ways that initially seem very strange to you. Divination, choosing which way to go, a moment of decision, uncertain of what is best or what to do next, feeling like each door is quote unquote closed, wanting to reach the next stage of your life, but not seeing a single way through. So I feel like, yes, there are a lot of choices and a lot of decisions that are in front of you. And while you may be confused, I feel like there's one way that, hello, Dennis Ford, welcome, that you've already kind of made a decision. But I feel like people always talk, and they're telling you like that it's a bad idea, or they're making you second guess yourself. I feel like now you're just trying to find a way to make this choice work. You're finding a way to make yourself smaller, bigger, whatever the case may be. So while I do feel you have a lot of choices, you're uncertain about a lot of things, I feel like the major things in your life you have decided, you're just trying to figure out how to kind of implement them or how to put them into motion. The universe is saying this week, do it very practically. Sit down and be like, this is what I want, and I need A, B, and C to get there, and I have to do 1, 2, and 3 to get there. If you can do it that way, I assure you 100% by the end of February, that may seem like a long time, but it's not when it comes to, you know, making huge decisions. Like, I don't know, having someone move from, just pick a place, Ohio to like the UK or something like that. Just figuring out how to make it work, how to do it. The choice that you've made, whether in that situation or a different situation, I'm getting from the universe that the choices you're making are the right ones. So stop second guessing yourself and figure out how to implement the changes. And, you know, Nicole Perone, we're good. Christina Bell, my ninja friend, just let me know you're here. Yeah, I swear, Blue Crossroads, I was just thinking somebody's going to tell me to drink some water. Jules, that is why you fit right in here. It's true. We are the island of misfit toys. Nobody wants a Charlie in the box. You're very welcome, wifey. Lady Nopingham stubbed her toe. Nicole, thank you. Blue Heron, Mike Roberts, Jarvis, Grey Wolf, Fast Hemi, Nicole Perone, Lady Nopingham. Blue Crossroads and Shawnee, you guys are after that. Yeah, my work room. So really quick, my mom has this little room off like her living room. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a dining room, which wouldn't really make much sense because she has an eat-in kitchen. So it's just like this little extra living room. I'd call it a den. And they keep seeing these like and getting these weird feelings, like these shadow people and all kinds of things in this room. So when I go there this weekend and I film, I guarantee you there's like activity in that room. And I sit in there like locked in all by myself. And you guys are making me, you know what? I'm just curious. I'm just curious because I have a big, strong 17-year-old son who's not going to let anything hurt me. Damien's like, yeah. I tested that theory on my mom one time. My sister and I used to have that old-fashioned tape recorder. It was like the mid-90s, right? Blue hair on This Is You. And we started saying like red rum, right? And we made it reverse because the tape recorder could do that. And my mom was convinced this teddy bear that I had named Sam was haunted. She was convinced that there was something wrong with this bear. It was possessed. You know, I felt it too, but we really didn't. So we sat the bear on the bed and we put the tape recorder under the bed and we played it. My mom took me and my sister and pushed us in front of her and ran out the house. She's like, everyone for themselves. Jessa, you're fine, honey. Kevin, I don't take questions. I just read one card for everyone who comes in. If you want a reading, absolutely. You're on a long list, but because you're new here, you'll be coming up within, I'd say, the next 10 or 12 people if you want to just hang out. Yeah, cassettes were life. Do you guys remember when you used to have to listen to the radio to like record on cassette players and you'd have to get like the exact right timing to get the song, and at the end of the song you'd have like the announcer, he's like, that was Christina Aguilera with Gene, and you'd have to like cut his voice off. Kevin Tribuon is 17 too. Unbearing Chain is my son. He's in the chat with us. I'm excited. All right, Blue Crossroads, Blue Heron, Zafkiel, the card of ecstasy. Hey, girl, how you doing? Oh, I'm so glad I was moved to do this tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, in my life, I've had two people that were close to me. I mean, I've had family members die, and I've been sad about it. But people that I was extremely close to, that I spoke to all the time, where the loss really affected me. Especially this week, you know, it was bad. Both of those people have the same birthday, April 21st. I just realized that just now sitting here. Crazy. All right. Zafkiel. There's Zadkiel and Zafkiel. Oh, Kevin, you're very welcome. That's what I'm here for. A young rapper. I'm almost 39. I don't know if that's young. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. Blue Heron, Zafkiel wishes you to know that divine ecstasy may come in any moment as a deep feeling of passion for your spiritual growth or as an aspect of love, whereby your whole being is transfixed with the choice you have made to join the mystical pathway. The two gatekeepers on this path are awe and joy, both of which are closely aligned to ecstasy. This is Blue Heron. Blue Crossroads, you and Shona are coming up. Sorry, I did say your name, but it was an accident. As you experience this heightened state, be aware of the whispers of the angels. As you see in the Oracle, angels use this high frequency opportunity to impart sacred, loving information to us about our journey. They give our higher self information about a choice we need to make or how to open vistas of consciousness about our ethical existence. Trust for the angels, for they will always have your heartfelt interest in their hearts. Chants, ha, in the heart chakra to open this channel of light-filled inspiration from the angelic realms. I feel like you have so much joy and happiness and abundance coming in for you. Okay, but it's like you're blocking yourself to it. You are purposefully punishing yourself. Okay, I know you may not feel that way. You may be like, but Gemma, this happened and this is why I'm sad. I know, and I know that it's horrible, and you know, it's a different kind of heartbreak, you know, going through a breakup like that. It disrupts everything. It throws your chakras out of balance, out of alignment. It throws your aura out of balance a lot of the time. It just changes your whole synergy, right? What the universe wants you to do, my nose is itching, Blue Heron, is pray. If you don't believe in God, then meditate. Go to your higher power, okay? Your spirit guides. Do meditations. Communicate with the divine. The angels are there waiting for you, okay? They're waiting for you to ask the questions. They're waiting for you to start the positive manifestation. I sent you the journal. Start working in it again. Keep it going. Keep going with your art, okay? If you want to share your channel again after you're done walking the dog, please do that. This is a very, very prosperous and abundant time for you, Blue Heron, but you just have to open yourself up to it. You're very blocked right now in the darkness. Okay, Jules. Feel my blood running. No, I gotta breathe. All right. Jules, we got Magick of You. Ghost Dragons, all my other mods. You guys are amazing. Diesel Girl, you're on the list. Anytime anybody walks in, I just put you on. And that way, if you don't want a reading, when I call your name, you could just say pass. So you are on the list. You're far down, but people leave. So it moves a lot faster than it seems. Like if you're number 27, you end up being like number 15 because people come in to say hi and spread love. And then they, you know, people have things to do. I played the song, you know, the Mac Miller tribute, Breathe In, Ariana Grande, and RJ was just like in love with the song. He was like, ooh, this is my song. I like this song. He did the same thing with my favorite part, but he likes Mac Miller. Okay, Jules, Liberation, card number 13, Free Yourself. Liberation is the codependency card. It's time to liberate yourself from toxic people who might have been soft and seductive in life once, but are now smothering you. The girl of liberation was once seduced by the soft embrace of the swan. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see the cards, but there you go. But now its deathly gaze signifies all life is gone and she's trapped by its snake-like coils crushing her essence. Guys, I feel like this is my card this week. It's time to unwind the tentacles wrapped around you, girl. Be they those of lovers, family members, any people with intimate access to you. Recognize who is lifting you and who is pulling you down. The tentacles might also be that of a job or a learning environment. It is time to move on when liberation appears. In a situation of codependency, remember you are holding each other back. So although you may feel that you owe it to another to stay and continue, liberation reminds you that it's not only you who's being held back, it's the other person too. Take action and free yourself and them. To affirm liberation in your life and freedom from stagnancy, take a doll and wrap it in red cord or yarn many times until its arms and legs are bound. Every morning, focus on what you need to be liberated from and unwind 2 coils from the doll. Do this every day until the doll is unbound. By then, you will also be free. And I never read the ritual in these cards because I don't have time, but something told me to read that to you. Codependency, toxicity, chaos, okay? I feel like there might be some sort of abuse here. Obviously, if it's physical, girl, get out and get help. If it's other kind that you can kind of deal with until you can get out, start planning your escape. This is a very, very nasty energy. I am feeling right now like I literally cannot breathe. And that's your energy doing that to me because somebody's doing that to you. I feel like you're with a person who, you know, maybe is a narcissist. I really feel like I'm reading myself right now. You're with a person who's maybe a narcissist, okay, and who, you know, never apologizes. Everything's your fault, shaming, gaslighting, all that kind of stuff. And you might be sitting there like, what am I doing wrong? You may have given up your whole life, your friendships, your relationships, possibly your job or career. So, you know, for this person because they had a problem with this, that, and the other. And now they're still complaining. They're still not keeping up their end. If this isn't the exact case with you, I feel like you've either experienced something like this in the past and those feelings are going to start to come up, or you're deep in this right now and you need to get out. And I know it's easier said than done, believe me, but please start to love yourself more. Start to hang out with your friends again. Reach out to family that you may have pushed aside. Do your own thing. The narcissist hates nothing more than when the person they're with doesn't need them. You may need them because you love them, but like as far as sometimes they'll get you to a place where you're totally dependent on them. And when you start being your own person, they freaking hate it. And that's the best revenge, is to not argue, to not fight as best and as much as you can. And Anna, you're absolutely right. We can't be ourselves until we get these people out of our lives. It's hard. It's very hard. We can be ourselves, but we can't be ourselves around them. So then we end up being 2 people, and one of them is stifled. Introspection meditation. Absolutely. So, I did Blue Heron. Did I just read Jessa or Jules? Was that Jules? I'm sorry, guys, because I've been holding my pee in. Christina Bell is not here. I know that. Ghost Dragons, I didn't skip you. I'm just going to do you a little bit later. I don't remember who I just read for. I think Jules. Okay, Mike Roberts. Okay, you are still here. Brown Dot Flap, another Jersey girl. Okay, Jules, that was you. Sorry, I crossed out and I forgot to cross your name out. Mike Roberts, let's go with the Halloween deck. Thank you, guys. Some parts really are a comedy. Yeah. Yes. Take a moment and go pee. Yeah, I'm going to. Jessa, you're next on the newbie list, then Kevin. I'm sorry to hit a sore spot, but listen, Jules, I just want to tell you right now, that's what you're going to get with me. I am honest. I try not to make this like Days of Our Lives or All My Children Oracle. I do the best I can, and I will never, ever lie to you or block messages. And guys, always remember that it's not me. So when I say I think, or, you know, I think you need to, that's just the thought the universe is putting into my head. It's never Gemma giving you the advice, although I agree with most of it. Mike Roberts, oh my God. Mom, if you're still in here, and Damien, listen to this. Mike Roberts says Halloween as in Michael Myers, which I have on my arm. Michael Myers is my absolute favorite. He's my future ex-husband. I absolutely love him. And, you know, my mom is the queen of horror movies. We all grew up watching them. My niece, when she was turning 4, wanted Michael on her birthday cake. We just call him Michael at this point, okay? You are definitely tribe. Definitely my kind of people. Mike, you got the apple, risk and reward. Sweetest icon, risky red desire, poison and freedom, tempting hearts afire. Apples have been a symbol of Samhain for a very long time. Apples, when cut in half, have a seed pattern that looks like a pentagram, and so the Celts held the fruit to be sacred. Bobbing for apples, a game traditionally played at Halloween, had its origins in the Samhain festival and is one of the oldest associated with this celebration. My mom, see, he's definitely family. The traditional way to play is to place 3 or 13 apples into a barrel of water, and the game is to try and bite an apple whilst it floats and bobs in the water. Hands must not be used, and people often compete with each other, bobbing at the same time. It's believed that the Romans brought the custom to Britain, and there are quite a few images recorded through art of this activity in both cultures. It was said that unmarried women who placed the apple they had bobbed under their pillow would dream of their future husband. In Newfoundland and some parts of Ireland even today, Halloween is still called Snap Apple Night. Candy apples, an apple on a stick covered in toffee. Oh, yes. Although not quite as popular now as they once were as Halloween fare, are now making a comeback as fun and simple treat to prepare on this night. Apples have been an iconic part of mythos from ancient times to modern. The story of the poison apple in Snow White to the Roman goddess Pomona's magic apple tree to the Christians tempting fruit in the Garden of Eden. I resent that statement. It never once in the Bible says apple. It simply says fruit. And it was more likely to be a pomegranate. Should you receive this tempting fruit, should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much too often? So, Mike, taking a look at risk versus reward, right? Are you willing to risk and sacrifice for the things that you want, or are you sacrificing too much for something that's not paying back enough? Is the juice worth the squeeze, right? And I feel like the universe is saying that's really something you have to figure out this week, all right? You have to figure it out. The time has come where you're either going to lose or win big, depending on how you're hedging your bets. And only you can say that. I feel that the kind of feeling that I'm getting is that you're afraid to risk more on a certain person, situation, relationship, job opportunity, whatever it is. I feel like you're kind of playing it safe, maybe because of loss in the past. And if this isn't resonating with you right now, it's going to start this week. I feel like all this week and for the rest of January into actually the first week of February, you are going to be someone's going to come in with a get rich quick scheme that's going to be extremely, extremely risky. I'm telling you right now, don't take it. That's the poison apple. All right. Keep playing it cool. Keep playing it safe. I would say until we get out of not only Mercury retrograde, but the shadow phase of retrograde as well, till the end of February. Don't accept any major offers, opportunities. Don't make any major bets. Don't bet too much. Don't put yourself at any kind of, definitely I'm getting financial risk here, or don't, you know what I mean? Like if you get in, don't get engaged. Don't buy a house. We shouldn't be doing those things during Mercury retrograde anyway. Don't sign legal documents. None of this stuff unless you absolutely have to. If you have a court case, postpone it until at least the first week of March. And that's for everybody, but definitely for you, Mike. So heed that warning. Jarvis. And then after Jarvis, I'm going to take a potty break. We're going to have Jessa, Grey Wolf, Fast Hemi, Nicole, Lady Nopingham, Blue Crossroads, Shauna, and Kevin. And don't worry, if you're in here, you are on, right? Lady Nopingham? Isn't it beautiful? A lot of the cards are, but I feel like because my lights, because I kind of switched in my room, the lights kind of block the cards out. Okay. Jarvis. Chad in the house. Although I didn't see him come in, I've got to show you guys my Chad Smith podcast awesome cup that Jake bought me, along with a whole bunch of other merch that I haven't gotten yet, and a smartwatch and some earbuds. Guys, I can go on and on. The beautiful music box that I got from Dragons, this necklace. I might have to do like a whole video just thanking all of you guys for everything. Blue Crossroads and Shona sent me a whole box of stuff from around their way in Tennessee. It was awesome shirts. I was wearing the Royal Guard of Her Majesty shirt today. I felt totally just like the shit in that. In the shirts that Blue Crossroads and Shona sent me, I always feel like the absolute crap. Like, not like crap. Like, I am Queen Bee in those shirts because they're just so cool. I wore the Harley Davidson one yesterday. They're really cool. I appreciate you guys so very much. And Edna, the necklace. I mean, everything you guys have sent, I have all of it. I keep every single little thing. I even keep the packaging. It means so much to me that you guys would take the time to do something like that for me. You know, all of you who donate, all of you who just come in here and donate your time and your energy to my my channel and to me, you know, all of the well wishes this week. Tennessee girls are awesome. Chad Smith, welcome, sweetheart. There's Jake Smith. I know, Jessa, I do this every week. I'm like, I will. After Jarvis's. No, I saw your sheets, Coffee, but I don't think we have sheets in you. We don't have sheets in my part of Jersey. Oh, okay, there's your card then. Those are a PA thing, brah. Thank you, Aunt Edna. All right, Chris, Lady with Bosch Egg, Ancient Wisdom in the Oracle of Shadows and Light, and it's card number 31. I decided Chad doesn't need Smith at the end of his name. He just needs to be Chad. Are Jake and Chad related? Yes, they're cousin brothers. You know that cousin that you're so close with and you spend so much time with that they're like a brother or sister to you? That's what they are. Those are my boys. My boys. Jarvis, the lady with the Bosch egg, is the one in this lifetime who has been chosen to keep safe and sometimes keep secret deep esoteric knowledge. Throughout history's most troubled times, there have always been courageous beings ensuring that sacred knowledge was kept alive. Even though the world may burn and disasters befall humanity and wars take down cities, there will always be those brave souls who will take the knowledge represented by the Bosch egg, camouflage it, and keep it safe so that at a later time, when the world is finally ready, we can all learn. Yeah, Blue Crossroads, I figured that. Oh my gosh. I sent pictures to my mom. I was so excited. I hung the Murfreesboro thing in my dining room on my bay window. You guys are so amazing. What happened here? How did I get to Sea Storm? Oh, here she goes. Jarvis, the lady speaks. My town is on fire. The night sky is full of screams and smoke, and I have done what I can to safeguard this treasure from the sacred library. I will keep it safe, record its wisdom, and ensure that these truths stay alive for a future time. I hope that you understand the history of the knowledge you crave and respect and acknowledge the freedom of the times you now live in and do the work yourself. It may be that at some time you too will find my egg, and that you are the person chosen to speak of the knowledge others thought was lost. Or it may be that you too are a guardian of wisdom. If you are, know when to keep silent, know what to keep to yourself, and know that some secrets come to light at the right time. I bring you now the symbols of the alchemists, the secrets of the Gnostics, and the wisdom of the magicians and the witches and the herbalists, all saved for this time in this strange form of this egg. Divination, it may feel to you that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you or even dark. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, that's us, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance or medieval times and understand that the knowledge was brought through to you, a very fortunate being living in a very fortunate time. Keep it safe, learn all that you can. Explore esoteric symbology, the history of magic, and spirituality. Know that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. So, I mean, knowing when to be quiet, right? Knowing, hey, Ember's Para World, what's up, girl? knowing when to keep quiet, knowing, hold on, I'm just writing Amber down. I don't know if this has so much to do with history, right? Being who you are, fitting in, and just not being silent about who you are, not trying to impress anybody. And that's you. You know what I mean? You're amazing. You're funny. You know, you fit in perfectly here and you're non-judgmental. And I feel like this card is saying, just keep being you. Don't let anyone or anything change that. I would look into the Renaissance or medieval times. I feel like you have some kind of soul connection there, like a past life there. Even if you don't do a regression, even Google something about medieval times, whatever comes to your mind about the Renaissance and or medieval times, and you're going to get some information about who you were in the past life. Okay, whatever comes up. I feel like for some reason that's going to be important for you to know, Jarvis. And like I said, I also feel like definitely do not tell anyone's secrets ever. And at this point, don't tell too many people your secrets. If you have one or two people you trust, that's fine. But for this week, keep everything inside. Keep everything to yourself. All right, guys, smoke them if you got them. I got to turn my heater on and use the little girl's room. So I'm sorry I don't have any music or anything. Jessa, you are not making me mad at all. When I'm reading the cards, I can't even read the chat, but I guarantee you, if you were saying anything that was going to make me mad, somebody would have wrenched you already. So be yourself, please. I'll be right back, guys. 3 to 4 minutes tops. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing. I know that I breathe. Just keep breathing. Keep on breathing. I'm trying to get myself settled here because I don't want to not see some of the decks. So just bear with me for 1 minute. Some of the decks were like hidden from me, so I couldn't see them. So I'm going to pull them to the forefront because I can see these now. Let's pull these here. All right. All right. Welcome back. Guys, I can't thank you enough for hanging out with me tonight. Sincerely. Grey Wolf. I know she said she'd be in and out, so I'm going to read for her anyway. Fast Hemi Machinist. Nicole Perone. Lady Nopenham, I know you're here. Blue Cross Rose and Shauna, I know you're here. Dawn H, I know you're here. Aunt Edna. Okay. Earthbound Nomad, I need to know you're here, please. And Fast Hemi Machinist, I need to know you're here. So, Miss Grey Wolf, we're going to go with ET Experiencer, and she may not be here, but she can go back. Cody, yes, you just have to, are you new here? You just have to wait on a little a little list, but since you're new, I will do you soon. T. Julia, yeah, I'm just having a bad week. And I do have a bit of a headache. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful song, especially when you look at the Mac Miller tribute. Jake, my boo love. I got a lot of new people in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new people in here tonight. That is awesome. I'm a hard steel with a soft hands. All right. Earthbound, you're here. Good, good, good. I think Fast Hemi left us. So this is Grey Wolf. Like I said, I don't think she's here. Oh, good. Mike, thank you for spreading the word. So he's number 3 on the new person list. So it'll be very soon. Grey Wolf got the card of Orion. You've encountered a being from Orion. So let's see if I can actually find it this time, because I am telling you guys, when I have time, I'm going to go through this entire book. That card was not on here. I don't care what anybody says. I could not find it. The one I pulled for my mom. All right, these are the planets. We want constellations. Oh, I guess it's going to be in the constellation. Just keep breathing. All right. Yeah, thank you, Melissa Nicole. Don't forget to like and share. Super Chat is on PayPal, Cash App in the description box, guys. Grey Wolf. In many ways, Mintaken Orions resemble the frogs and toads of the earth. There are, however, some major differences. They are mainly bipedal in stature. Their skin, smooth and hairless, is noticed for its iridescent colors, which range from bright reds, oranges, and greens to yellows and browns. Unlike the Earth's amphibians, the eyes are not too bulgy but are quite large, wraparound, and bright red, orange, or greenish yellow in color. The nose consists of 2 small slits above a very thin set of lips. The mouth, when opened, is very large and frog-like. Height range 7 to 8 feet. Bellatrix, Orion's major species, is dinoid-reptoid hybrid, very scaly and bony. Upper head is surrounded by large bony crest. Large red or dull yellow eyes that resemble those of Earth's reptiles. Skin is scaly like a crocodile and green, yellow, brown, or red in color. Small bony crest runs up middle of the back and is connected to larger crest found on the top of the head. Being is bipedal. Thin hand has 6 long clawed fingers. Feet have 5 toes ending in small, very sharp claws. Very small tail, thick like a crocodile's, extends only to the feet. The male is always shorter than the female. Height range is 8 to 10 feet. And this is moving into the tall grays. Oh, okay. Tall grays are from Orion. Usually about 7 to 8 feet tall, with facial features somewhat similar to gray type A, with the exception of the large nose found on type B grays. I can't wait for the message on this one. That's okay. I mention it. It's not, if you commit any amount of time, you know me, I don't do it for these super chats. Little grays are a small percentage of the Orion population. Their origin, Zeta Reticuli, is a neighbor of the Orion constellation. Vegan Orion humans with very dark skin, sometimes copper-toned with black hair, have particularly striking eyes. The common color for the eyes is brown. Their height is usually in the 7-foot tall category. I actually wasn't going to do this stream tonight. One of my best friends of 26 years and one of my son's fathers passed away Monday morning, and I've been really, really having a hard time. So that's kind of why I decided to do this tonight, to like take my mind off of it. YouTube doesn't pay much. I just do it for the companionship, the friendship, and of course to build a business, but I don't ever come in expecting anything. So please don't ever feel that way when I mention that. Characteristics. It's important to realize that Orions are very sensitive to balance and may feel physically upset or ill in situations where there is imbalance in themselves or others. This triggers their need to correct imbalance, whether it is emotional imbalance or outer physical imbalance. Orions need beauty and balanced flow of energy in their surroundings to feel their best on all levels. They enjoy making others laugh. There is a strong sense of humor and desire to tease and play. There is a strong sense of communication with their spirit and psychic awareness. As Orions grow on a spiritual pathway, they find their biggest challenge to be that of developing higher levels of trust and faith. This is due to many aspects of spirituality that must be accepted simply on faith. They have a deep inner thirst for knowledge and may be frustrated with those who do not share this thirst. There is a strong skepticism and difficulty in accepting new beliefs without thorough evidence and proof of validity. This is due to their mental and intellectual focus and need to make sense of things logically before accepting them. Orions tend to be critical of others and of themselves. This is because Orions expect and seek perfection. They have a keen eye for details and notice things with which others do not. Grey Wolf. Yeah, and that was very, very sudden. I didn't want to really talk about it, but I just wanted to put that out there. That's kind of, if I'm a little off base tonight, that's kind of why I'm not my usual self. But I'm getting there. You guys always bring out the absolute best in me and make my life easier. Grey Wolf, I feel like you've encountered someone from Orion, maybe in an extraterrestrial experience. But I'm trying to take these cards out of the ET experiencer situation because that's not for everybody. What I'm getting from the universe as a universal message for Grey Wolf. Yeah, and I'm really sorry. Donna Bates, give me a second and I'll answer you. I feel like you're encountering someone, whether they're from Orion or not, who is hypercritical of you, who is holding you back from accomplishing even the smallest of goals by making you second guess yourself, by making you rethink choices that you were very sure of and proud of, okay? I feel like you need to set very, very clear boundaries with everybody in your life and stick to them. I always say it. I said it before. The act in and of itself of saying no is not being mean or unkind. You are allowed to not want to do something. You are allowed to not want to give something. Okay. As long as you're not being nasty about it, you're perfectly fine. So put up boundaries, Grey Wolf, and really, really stick to them. Make sure they're clear. As far as how many decks I work with, I think right now I have 40 or 42. I try to get new decks every week. So I just go with what happens is when I look at someone's name on the list, a deck will pop into my head. If it doesn't, I'll look around and I'll see a deck and I'll know that that's the deck for the person. And I just shuffle until I feel a card that feels right. It's got to be really hard, even when you know it's coming, you know. So yeah, I work with as many decks as I have, and I love it. I love it. Okay. Nicole Perone, you're still here, right? You would like a strange deck? Yes, I have a few strange decks. I have that ET one. I have the Mystic Martian one. I have the Wild Fairy Oracle. I have quite a few strange decks. I have the Vampire deck. Okay, Miss Nicole, this is for you. And then I'm going to do Jessa. And then Lady Nopingham, Blue Crossroads, Shauna, Dawn H, and Aunt Edna, and then Kevin. Good night, Chris. I'm assuming Marie also went to bed. Blue Heron, you do you, sweetheart. And remember, like I said in your reading, I'm still here. I'm just really, really struggling. So hopefully this weekend, you know, I'm the baby. For my mom, I am her youngest, so I do kind of get babied when I'm with my mom. So my mom and stepdad definitely baby me, and that's why I'm like, I have to get there. I have to get to my mom. I just want my mom. I want my mommy, you know, and I really do. So that's why I said I really hope that the weather doesn't thwart me from getting there, because I really need to just be with my mom and my son. Okay, Jessa, I got you. Okay. I swear I thought this said Gemma's Bride, but nope, did not say that, Gemma. Okay, Nicole, you got the Green Man's Bride, card number 38 in the Wild Wisdom of the Fae, Sacred Union, Commitment, Ceremony, and Maturing into Deep Relationship. The green man, the wild heart of the masculine, has found his bride, the beloved, who is able to be both intimate and free. From their new love, true connection has grown, and now they are preparing to celebrate their joining under the heavens and upon the earth. For when this love is developed and grown, there comes a time to make a commitment of the heart, the kind that comes when a relationship or partnership has reached the stage where some kind of sacred ceremony will take it forward into a greater, richer place where maturity and growth will be given fertile ground to work in, and where what you create together will have foundation, roots, and solidity. For this card speaks of the wedding ceremony between the green man and the bride, and this takes both into a new stage of their relationship. No longer are they fresh and green, giddy from the euphoria of new love. Their love is deeper, richer, and has taken on a strong life of its own. It is now time to sanctify this relationship by acknowledging its import to those involved, to make vows, to exchange symbols, and to join together at a deeper, more lasting level. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? My mom got me this deck for Christmas. The wild man of the forest has found his beloved, and the innocent bride is ready to become a partner and a woman. They retain their wild fae selves, but they know they are ready for a long-term honoring of their love and their union. Divinatory meaning: there may be a wedding, an engagement, a betrothal, hand-fasting, or commitment ceremony coming up for two people who are in love and who are ready to take the step into their future as loving, wise partners joined in sacred union, extension of family, pondering children and growth together, contemplating the direction of a relationship in its future. When this takes place, the joy of the commitment between the lovers extends to fertility into the land, the turning of the seasons, blessing on each, and great joy amongst the fae folk, for they rejoice in love. Now the balance of masculine and feminine returns with this commitment to honor the other and to give and to receive in love with honor in sacred space. So I feel like if this is not you, right? If this is not you getting married or doing a commitment ceremony or really being in love, I'm getting some kind of relationship off of this, though, that's growing and maturing. We have all different kinds of relationships with all different kinds of people, right? Yeah, Anna, my mom spoils me rotten. She really does. I'm like, ooh, I like that. She's like, oh, just get it. I'll get it for you. So I feel like there is some kind of relationship in your life, and this is a fairy deck, so it does talk a lot about nature and love, but I feel like it could be anything, okay, Nicole, where the relationship is growing and maturing into something. I keep getting business. I don't know if you're in a business partnership, if you're trying to start your own business and you need like investors or other people to help you. I feel like this is a really good time for you creatively. If there's something you want to create or brand or start, put your name on, put your time and effort into, okay? I feel like this week is a really, really good time to do that. If you've been feeling down, if you've been feeling kind of maybe depressed, I don't want to say hopeless because that's kind of strong. But yeah, okay, so I feel like that's going to be coming to an end, okay? So if this isn't resonating, give it a little time. These readings, for some reason today, like normally they're weekly, I keep seeing like full February in my head. Every time I pick a card, almost, it's going full February. So these readings are going to take some time. If you're in confusion, if you're in heartbreak, if you're alone, if you don't know what you want to do next, if you're everything opposite of this card, have trust and faith in the universe that whatever it is going to come together. It doesn't have to be love. It doesn't have to be business. It could be some, relationship with a friend that, you haven't seen in a while coming in from the past. Okay. That's the magic of the Fae, is that it could be anything. And yes, it could be anything is a shitty reading for the week. I would take it as a message that things are clearing up, things are getting better. Spend as much time in nature as you possibly can. You're going to get that clarity. You're going to get that hope back. You're going to get that spark of either inspiration or like that aha moment. I keep seeing in my head like, oh, that's what I need to do. Oh, that's why I had to go through that. A lot of clarity is coming in for you, Nicole. And like I said, if you don't understand it now, I feel like this week is going to start the push of the abundance coming in, clearing out all the cobwebs in your head, all the mess that's in there, the hopelessness. we go through that, especially, and I bring up the retrograde a lot, and I do that for a reason, and that's because it really does affect us. Dawn Hendrickson, exactly. I said it last week and the week before. January and February of this year, for some reason, are the ickiest, grossest months since February and January of 2020, okay? It's been really bad. Donna, okay, that's cool. I love when other readers come in. Oh, that reminds me, guys, don't forget that I do personals. Email me at moonbearoracle@gmail.com or GemmaJadeParanormal@gmail.com. I'm trying to get everything over on Moonbear. So, yeah, I just feel like you're saying, like, oh, this could be anything. But everything's going to start coming together in your mind. The universe is offering you abundance. You are learning a lesson right now. You're in a dark night of the soul, like a lot of us are. But you are going to pull out of it. I see in the first or second week of March, you're going to be like, oh, you know, it's going to be like ancient history, and it's going to be like that for a lot of us. It is January, but I feel like January and February are just horrible months. SDK, welcome. Energetic bodies. Yeah, you know, the retrograde, I don't care what anybody says. People are like, you want to know how to survive Mercury retrograde? Stop believing in astrology. And like, it's like, okay, go on and send that drunk text to your ex, okay? Because that's exactly the kind of thing that happens, you know? Nicole, abundance is coming in for you. I feel like this dark night of the soul is ending, and you're very lucky because for a lot of us, it's not. Lady Nopingham. Myths and Mermaids. Love, 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 love this deck. Good night, my Damien love. I love you very much, and I will be there this weekend with you. I sent you a little gift. It should be coming from Amazon on Friday. Hopefully, it's not a toddler shirt that says, ask me about my moo cow. I love you, kiddo. Hang in there. Stay strong, and I will see you very soon. And if you need me, just message me, okay? They grow up so fast. I swear I remember when that kid was born, like in the blink of an eye. My little Damien. So proud of him. Yes, Ghost Dragons. When you said that before, I was half asleep, but I was like, oh man. Maybe after this, if not during our morning coffee chat. I'm feeling this is making me feel a lot better. I probably won't spend the night in the bathroom screaming into a towel tonight. Lady Nopingham, you got the Sea Chariot. Now, the Chariot in the traditional tarot is the energy of Cancer. So you're dealing with a Cancer. Mom, good night. I love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let me know if anything changes. And I am seeing you Friday, so expect me. I do not care how I get there. I will get there. I love you so much. Thanks for coming in. Take care of our boy. The Chariot card in traditional tarot is Cancer. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or someone with a lot of Cancer in their chart. All right. Right away, I'm getting movement. That could be connecting to the regular tarot. So let's see what card number 27 the Sea Chariot has. And then Jessa and Kevin and Cody, you guys are coming up. So just hang out. Nicole, is this someone that you trust very well, that you believe that, like, not saying I don't believe it, but normally when you read, you know how to prevent things like that if you're a professional. Ghost Dragons, I know you would. Lady Nopingham, once I rode, I'm trying to make it so you could see it. Once I rode a passive babe at the mercy of those around me, a defenseless child with demeanor so mild as to encourage complacency. Yet as time passed by, I endeavored to try a temperament more becoming. So I grabbed the reins and I've made great gains as a charioteer commanding. A white-haired beauty rides upon a chariot pulled by curious fish,
She is optimistic, in control, and the captain of her destiny. Though young and inexperienced, she is prepared to take command and forge her own path. Divination meaning asserting control. It is time for you to assert control. You have given the reins over to others in too many areas of your life, and it's time to grab them back. Take stock of all arenas of your life, your profession, personal relationships, monetary considerations, group associations, and home obligations. Determine where you are dissatisfied with your level of involvement and make a plan to take back control. It is perfectly acceptable and desirable to trust others to help you with some aspects of your life, but it's up to you and you alone to make sure this quote-unquote help does not turn into dependence. You are the sole captain of your ship. You need to be at the helm when and where it matters most. There also could be a situation in your life where you need to step back gracefully and just kind of knowing when to step back gracefully and let someone else handle it, and knowing when to take the reins yourself. And I feel like you're in a position right now, especially this week, Lady Nopingham. Nicole Perone, that actually could happen. Give me a minute on that, and I want to talk to you about that. So yeah, it is beautiful, and it's you forging your own path. Okay. I'm also getting Pisces energy, the two fish. You could be dealing with any type of water sign. The tails are really sticking out to me. They're not scorpion tails, but they're giving me that vibe. So a lot of emotion. Okay. Water signs are the signs of emotion, your cup being overflowing. There's abundance in your life if you know where to look for it. Take back control. If you have any kind of codependence in your life, it's time now to get rid of it. To believe in yourself that you can do it. You are capable. If there's someone telling you that you're not capable, that you're not ready, that you can't do it, it doesn't matter. She's inexperienced. She's very young. The book said it, okay? It elaborates. She's young, but she's still doing her own thing. Whoever's telling you that, you may want to reevaluate the relationship with that person too. Why are they saying these things to you and holding you back? Okay? Gain it back. Lady Nopingham said, oh my God, I've lost that exact aspect of myself. You have to let it, you have to get it back. You are not, I'm sorry, my eye itches. You are not going to move forward in life, in your goals, your dreams, your career, nothing, in love even, if you do not take back your light. I feel like you've given your whole light away. Not life, light. Okay? You really need to take control again. Again, stop people pleasing. Stop worrying about being unkind. No, these people are not worrying about being unkind to you. I feel a very, very lucrative and abundant opportunity coming in for you. Maybe this week, definitely by the beginning of February, like next week, within the next 3 weeks. But I feel like this week is when it's going to start. You're going to get a text, an email. I don't know if you're looking for a job. I don't know if you're looking for opportunities, maybe with your channel. I feel like there's something abundant coming in for your channel, which, by the way, drop your link if you want to. I got to wrench you. But seriously, like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry, Lady Nopingham. I'm just letting you know, I've been watching in StreamYard and I haven't gotten hardly any of these messages coming through, and they're just speeding through right now. So I'm so sorry. StreamYard's giving me like 10 messages at a time. I did not get half of these, so I do apologize. So Lady Nopingham, yeah, you really need to take back the reins of your life, okay? You've given your power away. Step into your damn power and take it back. You are powerful. Okay. It is going to be a good year. It was a rough week, but you know what? We get through it. Damien and I will get through it. My mom, you know, we'll get through it. Jessa. Let's go with Mystic Martian. There we go. Now I can see the chat, all the messages coming in. I'll just watch on YouTube. So, Nicole, YouTube is still catching up, actually. Nicole, we can channel people who are alive, okay? Our higher selves and consciousness can come through. It's very hard, in my opinion and experience, to do. You have to be really, 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 like, advanced. And I feel like somebody who's that advanced, who's able and powerful and knowledgeable to be able to call upon someone who's still alive I feel like someone who's that knowledgeable and advanced and powerful would know to protect themselves from things like attacks. So I'm not saying that person is full of crap, but they might be full of crap. And I don't like to say that because everyone's experiences are different. I don't know this person, but I feel like while that's definitely possible, like I said, somebody who's powerful enough to call on someone's higher consciousness while they're still alive should be powerful enough to protect themselves during reading. Yeah, see. All right. Jessa, and then Blue Crossroads, and Shauna, Dawn H, and Edna, Earthbound, Nomad, Brown Dot Flap, and Jake Smith, Lovey, then Kevin. We're moving along quite nicely. Got about 2 hours left. I'm ending at 11. Yes, Jessa, this is you. You got card number 29 in the Mystic Martian deck, and it's the Flower of Life, Inspiration, Awe, and Dreams. Earthbound Nomad. The Flower of Life is the geometric 2D template that represents the self-organizing unfolding of everything in dimensional layers of the living universe that fractures from the micro to the macro. The geometric circular pattern with evenly based overlapping circles creates a continuous 6-petaled flower design that also contains the Star of David hexagon shape when intersecting points are lined up. Within the template is Metatron's cube, and as the pattern expands in a fractal fashion, also dimensionally the hypercube. The hexagram contains all 5 platonic solids of physical matter: tetrahedron, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, and isocahedron. No, Cody, you're coming up though, sweetie. The Flower of Life is the symbolic visual expression of the all in source that interconnects, contains, and weaves all life dimensions and living information as above, so below. Some have equated it to the Akashic records. Some initiates are often use the sacred geometric Flower of Life pattern as a meditation modality to evoke complex states of dimensional awareness and degrees of spiritual enlightenment. The Flower of Life is a simple representation of the holographic geometry, the mechanics of natural law, of conscious awareness, and of paradigm understanding. I feel like your dreams are really important right now. I'm trying to think of how to say this. Like, you're on the verge of some kind of epiphany. Yes, DC Joey, I do have you. Jessa, I feel like, again, pay attention to your dreams, please. If you're able to, if you think it's a practical thing for you to do, keep a dream journal. Your guides and your ancestors, and perhaps your otherworldly attachments like extraterrestrials, fairies, dragon, spirit, shapeshifter, I feel like they're really coming through. I'm specifically getting the Fae coming through with messages, helping you figure things out. I feel like you're kind of stuck and stagnant in one or more areas of your life, and your otherworldly attachments, the beings of love and light that are attached to you, like your spirit guides, your guardian angels, are really trying to get your attention. Okay? Really, really trying to get your attention. But something's blocking you. Yeah, email me anything having to do with the cards. I would like to go to moonbearoracle@gmail.com. But I feel like if you can do some meditation, even just a 10-minute, guided meditation to open your awareness, your psychic awareness, to open your third eye. If you can do this, 3 times this week, 3 times in a week, it would really, really help you open up to your dreams, because your ancestors, your angels, your guides, the Fae are trying to come through. You have a very strong Fae connection. I see it. I wonder, they're showing me, I wonder if you've been to their realm before, perhaps in your dreams or something like that. Yes, Dawn Hendrickson, absolutely. Ringing in the ears can be a sign that angels are talking to you. So open up your awareness when that happens, if it does. It's very hard for a lot of us regular people who aren't psychics. You know, like I can usually tell what's going on, but like a regular person isn't going to know to, like Dawn just said, open up your ears. Angels usually come through like on EVP, they'll come through singing because it's very hard for our human ears to hear them. So a lot of the time when they're talking to us, we don't even understand it because our brains can't wrap around it. Okay. Shauna, Ann Palmer, what's up, girl? Lady Nopingham, thank you so much for coming in. If you're still here, drop your link, girl. All right, please. No, I gotta breathe. I'm just adding some moderators here, guys. Oh, where'd you go, Joey? All right. Jessa, I'm wondering, do you have a channel? Okay. Miss Shauna, Blue Crossroads, you guys are still here, right? Amber's Power Worlds. Okay, Miss Shauna. I've been trying to do a lot of cloud work. Somebody mentioned to me, I think it was John Hudson when we were doing the SOR broadcast last Saturday or Sunday, that I should try moving the clouds because of my energy issues where I keep getting angry or upset and popping lights. It's been a little crazy this week, although it has not happened. Kevin, no, you are coming up. You are the next newbie. So you're about, let me tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're 5th from now, okay? And trust me, I did bump you. I have like 40 people on this list. Guys, what's up with the aliens? Jessa, if you want to drop your link, or actually first, I'm sorry, before you drop a link, just tell me what your channel is all about. I had someone drop their link one time and I was just reposting their stuff without really knowing them too well. And they were doing a lot of drugs, no judgment, and they had their nipples out and they were talking about riding roller coasters and bulls or something. And, I got to be honest, it embarrassed me. I did not, Mike Roberts, I did not try. I don't have street lights on my street, and I told you I'm a hermit. So it's like, it's hard for me to do that. But I just remembered now. So I don't have a block. Jilly, yeah, you're pretty low down. The next person who isn't here, I can put you in. All right, Shauna, an alien emerges. What once was foreign at present is dear. What used to obscure is transparently clear. What once felt distant grew to be near. What I now love began with fear. A slim mermaid emerges from a murky lake, an inquisitive look upon her face. Is she creepy and threatening, or just mysterious and curious? Divination message: do not fear the foreign or alien. A foreign, exotic, or unusual element is entering your life, Shauna. Do not allow yourself to be intimidated, scared, or avoidant. This foreign element may literally be a person from another country or culture, an opportunity overseas, or simply a situation that feels alien to you at first. Use this opportunity to expand your horizons, embrace the uncommon, and experiment with new flavors, sounds, and ideas. Consider challenging yourself by learning a new language or investigating the cultural traditions of another nation. Although it may feel intimidating at first, the foreign element in your life will ultimately be very rewarding and enriching. It may result in a new passion, or you may even find your life headed in a very different but very exciting direction. So re-engaging with the comfortable and familiar is really good, but there's something happening in your life right now that's foreign to you. And I don't feel like it's a bad thing, okay? I feel like either someone new is coming into your life or some new idea that you're embracing, okay? Okay, Diesel Girl, I see you. Some new idea that you're embracing, some new venture that you want to start out on, Shauna. And I feel like what the universe is saying is, yeah, it might be scary. Yeah, you might be risking a lot, but please go ahead and take the opportunity. You are going to be absolutely successful. If you have a question about some kind of endeavor, if there's somebody new coming into your life, I feel like you should get to know them, accept them. But for some reason, I am getting distance. Like they're showing me like barriers. So don't give too much of yourself to new people all at once, because I feel like there could be someone coming in that, like, not so much that they're manipulating you, but like they're going to come in and offer help or offer you something, and they definitely want something in return. Forgiveness Fridays. I always say that. Thank TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Blue Crossroads, and then Kevin. Blue Crossroads, we got a Magick of You. Ghost Dragons and all of my mods. Thank you so much. Yeah, Edna says, I wouldn't come into a chat like this with this group of people and be dishonest in any way. People in here have the gift. Yeah, that's definitely true. You don't want to come in here and mess around lying, because if I don't see it and call you out, someone definitely will. Like, we are very nice. We'll call you out in a nice way. Do you know what I mean? But we'll definitely let you know that we smell your poopy. Tell her she's very welcome. And thank you, Shauna and Blue Crossroads, so much for the gifts. I was in tears when I was opening it. Between that and Jake and Dragons and Edna, I mean, everybody, just so much love and so much thought and effort put into it. I'm going to send you guys some Patterson stuff back and stuff from around my area too. Blue Crossroads, you got the card of protection, okay? And that's card number 26. Set personal boundaries. We've been talking about this all night. Becca, I didn't even see you come in the first time, girl. Jilly, I'll get you in soon, honey, if you can hang on. Oh, yes, that's right. Last week was your first reading. I don't think anyone's saying you're lying, Jessa. I don't think that's what anyone was saying. I think it was just saying in general, like, know that you can feel safe here, because we're not going to let anyone come in and try to do all that crap, you know? Right? Blue Crossroads, boundaries. It's time to set them. Small areas of ugliness are blinding you to the greater beauty that is your rightful environment. Sorry. The girl of protection anchors herself softly in the present moment. Yet her back of white thorn shields her from the negative naysayers of the outside world. She is not defined by her thorns, but she keeps them at the ready. Of particular significance with this card is setting electronic boundaries around phenomena like social media. At this time, people around you who have been allowed access to your space may not have your best interests at heart. I just said this to Shauna, and that's your wife. People coming in, not having her best interests at heart. Protect yourself. Do not suffer fools gladly, and do not be hardened by others' cruelty. Have compassion for their wounded souls, and yet set firm boundaries. Just because they are hardened, it doesn't mean you have to be. Be soft but strong. And this is for Lotus Girl too. If you're listening, this is what I was trying to say about quote unquote Mr. Carl, right? Don't suffer fools and do not be hardened by cruelty. Have compassion for his wounded soul. Okay. Blue Crossroads, I'm going to give you the ritual electronic magical protection sigil. Mix together 2 tablespoons of rainwater or bottled spring water if rainwater isn't available, with a pinch of salt and essential oil of sandalwood and lavender, 3 drops each. Dip your index finger of your writing hand in the mixture and trace a 5-pointed star, the pentagram, on the back of your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, anywhere that is a gateway to you and the hyper-connected world. Do this mindfully and state this charm. Powers of protection, hide me. Powers of positivity, guide me. You will notice that your communications and social media interactions improve. Life is more important and satisfying when quality over quantity is established. I'm going to do that too. I never read that protection there. All right, we have Kevin, Dawn H, Aunt Edna, Earthbound Nomad, Brown Dot Flop, Cody, Jake Smith. I'm going to try to breeze through this. We got an hour and a half left. Becca, I'm so happy that you came back. Nick, hi. How are you, sweetie? I haven't heard from you in quite a while. It's been one hell of a week. Jilly, I'm always singing, especially now that my son's father passed away. There are a couple of songs that really remind me of him. My daughter's father died. This Sunday will be 2 years. He died of a brain aneurysm at 34 years old, but I really couldn't stand him. So it's not that I was happy he died. It just didn't really affect me. My son's father I've known since I was 14 years old, and he was one of my best friends. Kevin, you got the card of transgression. It's card number 41 in the vampire deck. Flaws, contradiction, and mistake. Oh, I didn't get it. I swear I didn't get it. Lynn LeBlanc, welcome, baby girl. All right, I've got to breeze through some of these, so I'm not ignoring the chat. I just want to get as many of these as I can. If there's someone named Dean just come in, I did not see. TD Dean, I got you. All right, Kevin, you're right here, honey. I got you. This is your reading. There are many in this world, vampire and human, fairy and otherworldly creature, who seem to delight in the faults of others, using them as a way of proving their own worth. See, they point out, you are worse than I, and could there be any worse than the killing of a sacred animal, the unicorn, now mourned so deeply by this little vampire? This is false glory and disturbing to all of us who live long lives to see so many worry that they have sinned and hurt others and cannot be forgiven, and to see others glory in the guilt they use to manipulate and feel self-righteous. The most perfected souls upon this planet have all created moments in their lives where they have gone against their own values and their own hearts, their own souls, and transgressed. They have hurt themselves and they have hurt others. And so when you see this card and wonder what it is you have done wrong, know it is this. It is incorrect of you to assume that your faults and flaws, your poor decisions, and yes, the mistakes you have made are more ghastly than anyone else's. There is not one amongst any of us who has not done wrong. And it is good that we vampires and you humans can feel remorse and take steps to correct ourselves and do better. But what we witness from here is that you are being told again and again by either an abusive other or your own abusive part of yourself that you're guilty, wrong, and can never be forgiven. You telling yourself you're unworthy. You must now take steps to correct what can be corrected, apologize clearly and once if this is the right thing for you to do. And then forgive yourself. To continually internally erode your own value due to another's encouragement is a false kind of virtue. There is no good in hurting yourself over and over to prove how sorry you are. Live better, do better, but let the self-punishment go and do not allow another to utilize your compassionate remorse for their own ends. Yes, they are. That's what they're doing. We are all, human and otherworld creature, going to transgress against the natural laws and the laws of our own souls. What we do about it is what matters. Go on now and make amends, and then give thanks for the gift of self-forgiveness. When we go against our integrity, our soul will let us know, and if we continue to deny that inner voice, the universe will show us what we are going wrong. Crowding out the inner voice, continuing down a path that we know is against the truth of our soul, breaking universal laws. Working with this card, make amends, take stock, assess, and redirect, and come back into harmony with the voice of your soul. I need a drink. Give me one sec. TD Dean, welcome. Jessa, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, Nick, good night. Julia Morse, I'm going to say this one time and one time only. I have no idea what you're talking about. You are not having a negative effect on me. I feel no negativity or energy coming from you. I feel no negativity or bad will for you. I am completely in the dark as to why you keep saying that. And it's a little frustrating because I don't know what I'm putting out that you think that I'm purposefully, I don't know, not wanting to read you. You're on a list and I go in the order of the list for the most part, besides reading my family members or people that are across the pond and the new people first. You're just on the list. That's all. So I don't know what you're saying. Kevin, I love you, girl, but I have no clue what you're talking about right now. There's no negativity at all. I feel no negativity coming from you. Kevin, you need to forgive yourself. I feel like there's somebody holding something that you did wrong over your head. Like every time you feel like you're doing good and you're feeling good about yourself, there's someone or a few someones in your life that are like, yeah, but remember that time when you did this, and just making you feel like crap. They're weighing you down. I feel like you're not forgiving yourself for something. Okay. Jessa, let me tell you, and let me tell everybody, and Kevin, I'm sorry, I have to stop one more time. If there's a card or several cards that you hear and it resonates with you, that's for a reason. If another card that I didn't pick for you resonates, that can also be your message. There are many messages to take from this 4-hour live stream that I do. So please take what resonates with you, all of it. You will get your message. I'm sorry, Kevin. So yeah, I feel like self-forgiveness. I feel like the reason that you may be feeling stuck, stagnant, unable to move forward is because you haven't forgiven yourself for something. But I also feel that it has to do with somebody else in your life, again, who hasn't forgiven you, or kind of like, not even that they need to forgive you. They're like just content with and intent on just holding you back, like making sure you don't progress. They're very jealous of you. You know what you need to do? Say you're sorry once and for all. Forgive yourself. Know that you are forgiven. We are not the sum of the bad things that we've done, our sins. We are not the sum of our sins. Okay. And that's exactly what just came from Spirit. We are not the sum of our sins. Make amends. And as you go forward, do your best to just do better next time. All right. That's all. That's really all you have to do. And you can move forward. Dawn Henderson. Yes, Jilly Doom. Dawn, you got Song of the Sea in the Ravenswand Oracle. Let me just take a quick puff. Sorry. Lynn, thank you so much. You guys are like overwhelming. Oh, Blue Crossroads. Thank you for explaining. Now I think she left because I was a little bit rude. Julia, please email me at moonbearoracle@gmail.com. I've explained multiple times, honey, I don't see what's in the chat a lot of the time. I miss it. So I don't respond to a lot of what you guys say. And it's not because I'm ignoring you or because I feel anything negative coming from you, sweetheart. I had no idea what you were saying. I'm so sorry if I came off as a little impatient, but I just didn't know what you were talking about. So if you'd like a reading, I would love to give you a personal reading. Email me at moonbearoracle, all one word, moonbearoracle@gmail.com. I'll be checking them this weekend. I hope you're still listening. I hope I didn't offend you or upset you too much, but I didn't know because I don't see every single comment because obviously I'm reading. Mike Roberts says, once you're honest with yourself, you'll have your eyes opened. Sometimes it's the hardest thing to do, though. Oh, my gosh, Mike. So right. I wish I could pin that. Kevin, you are so welcome. Please feel free to come back at any time. Dawn, you got Song of the Sea and the Ravenswand Oracle. Whoa. Oceana is a trusted spirit guide to witches, but being a creature of the sea, not land, her mind and language can be hard for humans to penetrate. Seal Namara is a young witch seeking guidance, but to fully communicate with Oceana, she must bear her innermost self. We trust only very few to come so close, and the act requires courage. Sometimes we trust the wrong party and thus feel betrayed, but our error was only in our choice. Having the courage to trust is never wrong, but we must be cautious and discerning. So if you notice, her sword has ivy all over it, right? She's not using that sword. It's been idle long enough that it grew ivy. Okay? You, Dawn, are not standing up for yourself. You are letting others walk all over you. I feel like you have this feeling, or are going to very soon, that like you can't trust anybody anymore. I feel like you have a broken heart. I feel like you're missing pieces of your soul. And that happens when we deal with too much heartbreak and people just pooping all over us and taking us for granted and using us. I feel like, again, this is another card where you need to forgive yourself, Dawn. And you need to understand that trusting someone is not trusting someone and then them hurting you and betraying the trust. That's not on you, Dawn. That's on them. Okay? That's on them. Stop punishing yourself for other people's treatment of you. Okay? And that's a short message, but it's a really strong one. You need to move forward in your life. And I know it's easier said than done. And again, it's not me giving you the advice, okay? And ghost dragons, yes, you know. Dawn, I'm getting a lot of pain. That's why I'm kind of a little stuck right now. I actually feel very, very emotional with this reading. I believe your guides and ancestors are here very, very strongly. I feel like you're really going through something bad emotionally. Wow. Woof. Again, I want to reiterate, please understand that the way people treat you has nothing to do with you. If you're just being kind and being yourself and people are using and abusing you, that's their sin, honey, not yours. You have to be more discerning. And please use your inner knowing, your inner self when deciding who to trust. I would say for this week, for the rest of this month, and for all of February, don't let anyone new in. Like I think I said to Blue Crossroads, don't tell too many people your secrets, or whoever I said that to. Don't let too many new people in. You can get to know new people for sure, but keep your guard up, okay? Pull the ivy off the sword and wield it. Keep your guard up. You know, like I said, get to know people, but don't tell them everything about you. Don't give your secrets out. It's going to be Aunt Edna, Cody, Earthbound Nomad, Brown Dot Flop, Jake Smith, and I do have others after that, obviously. I need a couple puffs. I'm sorry. I think she did leave. I got a little harsh with her, but I just didn't. I don't like being accused of that. Like she kept saying over and over again, I understand that you don't want to read for me and this and that. Maybe I was a little harsh. You know, I'm sorry. She's kind of a regular too. She's been coming in. I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about. All right, Aunt Edna. Pleiadians. Julie, I'm so sorry. I didn't see your message, honey, okay? I was a little rude, and I do apologize for that. I would never, if I felt negativity coming off you, I wouldn't ignore you. I would tell you and tell you to contact me for a reading. I promise. Who's being mean? I can't see it. Ghost Dragons, we're going to have that conversation this weekend, I promise. And Julie, I'm glad you're still here, okay? Email me, Moon Bear Oracle, all one word, and I'll get to it this weekend. All right, Cody, because you're next. Do you want me to wait or just do it and you can go back? Cloud Horse, you're coming up too. Dawn, I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers. She can email it. Or I'm very emotional too. I get it. So I'm totally forgiven. You can ask the question in the chat and I'll pay attention to it now. Or if it's private, email me and I'll give you my number. We can text about it, okay? Dawn, I didn't see what you said, but if you lost a loved one, my heart goes out to you. Like I said, I lost my best friend of 26 years Damien, my son who was in the chat, his father on Monday. It was very sudden, very unexpected, and I'm just in shambles. Yeah, and card number 13, expansion and compassion. This is a beautiful card, maybe because I just love the color green so much. You're very welcome, sweetie, anytime. Yeah, and compassion is the great source of energy that connects all of existence together. When one is in a state of compassion, they enter into a field of oneness that is able to sense multiple forms of intelligences simultaneously and expand into the infinite. This expansion beyond the eye is how one enters into higher dimensional fields, for the fifth dimension is a locale of non-duality, granting one the ability to cross throughout space and time, communicate telepathically, heal with energy, and enter a completely new operating system that reflects the future inner magic of the humans. When the compassion card arrives, we, the Pleiadian guides, are inviting you to activate more compassion into your daily life. Perhaps there could be one individual in particular that has been agitating you and throwing you off your game. Maybe another has been masquerading in order to activate a certain template of wisdom within. Whatever the current or upcoming situation, this is guidance that compassionate wisdom will carry you gracefully through your upcoming cycle. Know that compassion is the way into the multidimensional field in which we, the Pleiadians, reside. Expansion is compassion. Expand your field. Additional meanings: mercy, understanding, unity, wholeness, upgrades, magic, wisdom, seeing someone else's in another perspective. And then this is totally your card. Totally your card. TGD, you are coming up though because you're new, so you don't have to wait. And I'm trying to go as fast as I can because I only have an hour and 20 minutes left. So, and I've done a lot of readings for you throughout the months, and a lot of the time I'm telling you, put up your barriers, kick these people to the curb, get rid of them. And you've spiritually ascended right before my very eyes, in the chat when you got the arrow, the double arrow 2 weeks in a row. So I feel like this time there's somebody though, sorry, my sugar. I feel like this time, and there's somebody that you don't need to put these barriers up and kick to the curb. There's somebody that's worth being in your life. There's somebody that's worth saving, if you will. This person is annoying AF, and it's probably one of the people that you're thinking, Gemma's going to tell me to kick this person to the curb. What I'm going to tell you is the exact opposite. Even if you don't keep them in your life, if they're toxic, you have to get rid of them. Don't do it like I always told you to do it. Just get rid of them. Do it compassionately. Help them first. If they're trying to manipulate money out of you, say, maybe try to help them get a job. Help them in any possible way that you can before you tell them, look, this is what I can do for you. And that's it. You know what I mean? I can't lend you $200, but I can direct you to a local shelter. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. I can't babysit your kids, but I know someone who can for a low price. Something like that. Do you know what I mean? You're a very compassionate person as it is. So I feel like this is going to be easy for you. And I feel like it's going to happen this week. Definitely by the 1st of February, you're going to know who this is and you're going to know just how to deal with them. I don't know what Cody wants me to do here. I'm sure he'll let me know when he gets back, and then I'll read for him. I did something here. Hold on, guys. Come on. Okay. Jilly, you're coming up. Don't worry. Okay. Earthbound Nomad, one more time, are you here? Brown.flop, one more time, are you here? Jake Smith, my darling love, I know you're here. There you go. Anna says, I've done this before. It's been months, but she called tonight. Holy crap. Cody had to run to the gas station. I asked him if he wanted me to wait, but he didn't answer. So he'll get to me when he gets back, I'm sure, and then I'll read for him. Okay, Cody, you're up. Angelarium, the Oracle of Emanations. I don't use this deck often. Jake Smith, I know you are, sweetheart. Oh, there it is. Aestibus, the Angel of Divination. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, you son of a gun. Hold on. Because the cards are falling. You've called its name, and so it has come, but you do not command what is foretold. Aestibus can only be an uncertain ally in these mercurial times. Aestibus reveals the ever-shifting rhythm of the skies and beckons us to observe the alignment of signs. Something is seen in the clouds, in the leaves, in the shadows. Something is glorious as fate. You observe something that must not be real. Curiosity is your call to action. You are compelled to go. Sacred geometry, a cup of tea, a falling star. So this is actually pretty simple. I feel, Cody, like you're experiencing some new things. You're becoming interested in something that you never thought you would. Curiosity has gotten the better of you, and I feel like you might feel a little bit foolish. Maybe you're, in here kind of like, I don't believe in psychics, or maybe you don't believe in extraterrestrials, but you've been going to hang out on a channel about ETs. It could be really anything. There's something that you've experienced recently that I don't even know if you really understand the effect that it had on you yet. I feel like this week it is going to come into play. I feel like there's a change in your innermost self. Your absolute being has been shifted because of whatever it is you saw or experienced recently. I feel like it's all for the better. I feel like you need to be aware, though, that not everybody is going to accept this new you. Not everybody is going to accept this change. You're going to get a lot of backlash. People, being like, you think you're better than me or this and that. I feel like you're spiritually ascending, Cody, and I feel like that's why your interests have shifted. You're outgrowing certain people. You're outgrowing certain situations. You're just outgrowing it all, and the people that you're outgrowing obviously are not going to be too happy with it. I would keep my guard up this week if I were you. Don't tell too many people. Again, this seems to be a running theme. What you're up to, what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Keep everything close to the vest this week. If you don't, and you tell people, your plans, even if it's just like your plans for the week, there is going to be someone there that's going to try to sabotage it. I haven't said this in a really long time, but Cody, there is a snake in your grass. Okay? There's a snake in your grass. There is somebody around you that is smiling in your face, and behind your back, they're talking smack. They cannot stand that you're successful. If you're down and out, that's when they're happy. Okay? This person is no good. I think this week, or at least by the end of the first week of February, you are going to figure out who this person is. I would definitely confront them right away. Put your boundaries up. Get them out of your life. Yes, keep yourself surrounded by positivity. Definitely this week for sure, because there is somebody who is secretly trying to sabotage you, your reputation mainly. Oh, nice, Blue Crossroads. Mike Roberts says, I wonder who the saboteur is. I can think of a couple of people, LMAO. I love the word saboteur, that you use that word. Cards popping out. Earthbound Nomad, the Lantern Oracle. And remember, this is more of a feminine oracle. It refers to women, but oracle, like tarot, does not have an assigned gender. So because this is a woman, it may say woman. I will clarify for you. You got the card of enough, card number 20. You were born enough, and I opened right to it. Throughout life, we grow either toward or away from embodying our spirit self. The direction away from our spirit self is often poorly compensated with a false identity that further weakens our power, autonomy, and authenticity. Even amongst apparent success, such pretenses further stifle us from within. A life constructed from self-compromise and erasure will shatter from the inside out, much like a mansion built on a hollow foundation will crumble. It can be no other way. Earthbound nomad, like the featured mother, no one deliberately compromises themselves. For most, this is an inherited pattern that results in a mindless reenactment of one's upbringing. And we talked about this in the beginning of the stream. And I put a meme on Facebook too about ancestral kind of inheriting your ancestral lines garbage. An upbringing that included neglect, abuse, or a lack of resources may not have nurtured a secure sense of self, inherent lovability, appropriate boundaries, and or confidence. The featured mother is an example of someone who has not always known her worth or how to live with integrity. Initially, she had no boundaries and no understanding of how to assert them or her inherent right to have them respected. I think out of all the cards, I always choose one every week. That's mine. This one's mine too. She did not realize that she has always been, is, and will always be enough. Her wings need never have been locked within her back, nor need yours. It is up to the mother, like it is up to you, to keep your wings forever outstretched and ready for flight in the direction of spirit self's calling. Tune in to an aspect of your life that does not feel right, inspiring, or true to you. The mother asks you to step up and move forward with clarity and a firm commitment to what is right and by you. Right for and by you. She asks you to identify what is enough for you rather than prioritizing any desires or expectations of the outside world. From this, you will both realize and enforce your boundaries. All that you are, all that you have, and all that you do is enough. It is more than enough, Earthbound. The fact that you breathe is all that is ever required of you to be enough. So give yourself permission to simply be. If you're tired, do less. If you lack pleasure, do more of what brings you joy. Always be yourself. Always be you. Breathe with your wings outspread. You are your spirit self's facilitator, not jailer. There is nothing to add, win, acquire, achieve, or improve in order to be enough. You were born enough. From this place of inherent enoughness, respect yourself and your eternal right to be all that you are by aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with your spirit self. The mother's message: know and honor your own boundaries. Prioritize your spirit self's need for authentic representation. Let those who do not respect you as you are and on your terms fall away so that the people and opportunities that do can come in. And this card is so incredibly relevant right now in your life, okay? I can feel it. I can feel it with everything that I have and am, Earthbound. Are you having an issue right now with, I'm just fixing my decks, I'm sorry, with boundaries? With feeling like you deserve to have less, like you deserve, okay, to be treated poorly. You don't deserve anything better because you're this or you're that, okay? Earthbound Nomad, that's just not true, okay? And I know that I can say it a million times, but that's not going to make it true for you. I feel like you need some real deep spiritual healing, like the replacement of soul pieces, shadow work. And I know this may sound like mumbo jumbo. I don't know how far you're willing to go with your belief, but please understand that your soul is being jailed and stifled right now. You are not being yourself. You're putting on several masks for several different people. And what's going to happen is they're all going to realize who you really are. And some are going to accept you. Some are going to reject you. And that's okay, because when you outgrow certain people and things, whatever you get rid of, you get back even better when you're sticking to your boundaries. So you're being open. Good. If you would look into maybe doing a little bit of shadow work to get some of those soul pieces back, okay, to be the best and most fulfilled person that you can possibly be. Brown dot dark mirror. And it's hard, Dawn, to wear one face, to wear the face of your true self. I mean, for me, at least, I can only speak in the eye, but for me, it's very hard. I do my very best, but, you know, I feel stifled a lot. Cleansing help, yes. Why were you almost blocked out of chat? That's weird. Ooh, who is this? Brown Dot. You got the card of Addicted, card number 11. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that. So, what a beautiful card, though. Excuse me. The Dark Mirror cards. Oh, my goodness. It's not about choosing the chains. It's about choosing them again and again. White, sparkly hair over a scarred, melted, downcast face. Is the hand melting or already long gone? A chain chokes his neck, and many spikes pierce his back. Freedom was the worst of lies. I could have been a slaver or a slave, but I choose the latter. Addiction to something, drugs, love, company, evil, pain, safety, to making simple everything that can be deep. Oh, they have in common the feeling of being lost if we are ever without it. Freedom is not a friend, as it promises responsibility, failure, and challenges. Freedom can be taken away. It can be broken. It can be stripped naked and whipped and abused. Slavery is a much cleaner choice. If you give it all away at the beginning, how can they take anything from you? So how can it be that it is so easy to believe that freedom is an illusion, and it's so hard to feel that slavery is an illusion as well, that the sky has a limit, but the chains have one as well? The irony of it all, when we lose the desire, much before losing the will to fight, is that actually it's possible to reach for the sky even when bound by chains. These cards are translated from Italian into English, so it's a little weird. Brown Dot, this doesn't necessarily have to be an addiction to drugs or alcohol. I'm a recovering heroin addict. I've got a little over 3 years. So if it is, you know, I'm not judging you. I feel like this card is more about feeling oppressed in some way. There's some relationship in your life. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, where you feel like you're just stifled, like you can't be yourself. It's kind of almost the same exact card almost as Earthbound Nomads. I feel like you're really trying to get your opinion and your thoughts out there, but there's just you're just chained to something. I don't know what it is. It could be a person, it could be an abusive relationship, emotionally, mentally, spiritually abusive. But I feel more like you're keeping yourself in this bondage because you are afraid of what will happen without whatever this crutch is. Hey, D-Rock. Earthbound Nomad, that is my life's sentence right now. I'm not going to say it out loud, but what you just said is literally my soul call at this moment. That's my manifestation every day. Sorry, Brown Dot. I feel like whatever you're chained or shackled to, or whoever really, really has to go, it's becoming very dangerous on a soul level for you. And I don't mean physically dangerous, like you're being hurt, even though you could be. I feel like you're losing a part of yourself, and there's an opportunity that's going to come in this week or by the end of this month that you're going to miss, and it's going to take an extremely long time for you to get this opportunity again. You're giving everything up in a way for fear of change, fear of moving on, fear of how are people going to receive you when you actually have boundaries up, when you actually say, I'm not okay with that. Somebody might get pissed and then not want to be your friend anymore. Stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to get through everybody, guys. So I'm going to try my very best to stay out of chat. So if I don't answer you, that's why, okay? So I'm going to read the next few. We have Jake Smith, TD Dean, Ann Palmer, Cloud Horse. If I say your name, please let me know you're still here. Sci-Fi Master, Eric M, Cassie left. We read Jessa. Scotty left. He always leaves. Nightmare, DC Joey, Karina, Jilly Doom, and I'll stop there. I do have more after that. All right, Jake Smith. Let's do this, love bug. You're very welcome. Brown Dot, if you need me, I'm here. I don't know if you have my phone number, but you can always email me to get it. Jake, you got the Fledgling, card number 1 of the Wisdom of the House of Night deck. Dear one, when you receive the symbol of the fledgling, know that you are blessed with a time of learning new things. This is a time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you experience them. Being in this evolving state means you may stumble a little bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect, Jake. Now is the time for being gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person you're meant to be. How on point is this card, Jakey? When the fledgling appears to you, it is a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities. Step forward with curiosity and a willingness to learn and discover. Jake, good night, Blue. Love you. This is DC Joey. You got it. This is absolutely an amazing card for you because it's so true. And I just want you to know, thank you so much for being here for me this week and being patient and understanding. Dragons, you as well. I absolutely love you guys very much. But know that I'm still here if you need me, okay? I would never turn my back or abandon you, especially you, okay? So please know that you don't have to be perfect. Whatever you're endeavoring, trying to stick to or commit to something, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? However you do it is your way of doing it. Just accept that you're unique and you're going to find your own way. Okay, you're doing an amazing, amazing job. The universe sent you the fledgling to let you know that it's okay. Perfection is not expected. The only thing that the universe expects is for you to try your very best. All right. Try to find happiness and blessing every single day and roll with that. All right. TD Dean. Earthbound, good night. Yeah, Jessa, expecting stuff like that, that's definitely, I get it. You know, I totally understand it. But there is going to be a time soon where you are going to finally realize you're going to wake up one day and be like, I'm a ma effing boss. Like, y'all, you need to just, I'm telling you, that time will come. It came for me. It took 37 years for that time to come for me. But it came, girl. I hope it doesn't take that long for you. I don't know how old you are, but I'm telling you, get out of abusive situations. Get out of neglectful situations. Be independent if you can, as best you can. Be your own person. And regardless if you're financially independent or not, even if you're dependent on someone for whatever, you still have the right to be respected and loved and heard, okay? Preach! So I feel right now. Can I get an amen? Jake Smith, you're very welcome. And all that is being asked of you by everybody, including the universe and me, is that you try your very best and reach out to the universe and me when and if you need anything. Don't feel like you're bothering me. Don't feel like, oh, she's going through so much. If you really, really need me, I'll be there for you. What kind of person would I be if I wasn't? Okay, I'm not selfish that, oh, I'm in my own stuff right now. Yeah, I haven't been texting or talking a lot, but that doesn't mean if you absolutely need something, you can't reach out to me. Okay? TD Dean, you got the card of Endless Opportunities in the Beyond Lemuria deck. And it's card number 23, which is my favorite and most lucky number. I just might add in there. Just keep breathing. Decision-making, choice, crossroads, unrealized opportunities, taking the path of least resistance, heart over mind, direction, focused energy, the high road or the low road. TD Dean, decisions, options, and opportunities. It's wonderful that we have the freedom to choose, but times of indecision can be so hard and almost suffocating. The more we use our minds to battle the pros and cons, the more we move out of our hearts. Often the best way forward is to step back and do what it takes to get out of your head and into your body so your gut feeling can guide the way. When making a choice, you may consider anything that doesn't feel like a total yes as a total no. Perhaps none of the apparent options are right, or any choice could be the right one if you wholeheartedly pick a direction and give it your best shot. This is almost the same as Jake's reading. When faced with a decision, check where your integrity lies. Peel back the layers to see where you are making your choices from. Are you choosing from fear-based survival or a place of love? A choice founded in love can make you feel light, excited, passionate, and give you butterflies. It might be a little scary, but in a good way. It might not make sense to your mind. It may seem out of your comfort zone or undermine logic. The low road can look like the safest, easiest path. It may avoid or lessen immediate pain and confrontation, but it will be long, winding, and exhausting. The high road might look perturbing, but it will cut through the old stories and lead directly to the heart for growth and transformation. Divinatory meaning: you have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. Jake Smith, I want you to hear this too. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. So, stepping out of your comfort zone. Good night, Nicole. I feel like you're being offered kind of a get-rich-quick scheme, but not with money. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you're being offered something that just seems way too easy, and you're going to take it. And unfortunately, it's going to be the absolute wrong thing. Don't settle for the path of least resistance. We don't learn anything. Take the long way home, if you will. By the way, love that song. Take the long road, the long way. Learn the lessons. You have to get uncomfortable. And I feel like that's where your fear comes in. The fear of being uncomfortable. The fear of not knowing what's next. Because when you do what you've always done and take the shortcuts and cut corners, and I'm not saying that's what you do. I'm just saying in general, when we do that as humans, because we all do it at some point or another, we miss the lessons, we miss the growth opportunities, we miss the changes that come in. So I feel like this week, TD Dean, I feel like you really need to take a step back and look at the decisions that are in front of you, okay? And again, don't settle for the path of least resistance. If you have to get uncomfortable, get uncomfortable. The universe wants you to do that, all right? So I'm going to go through, and I want everyone who I say to, this is not the order. This is just the people I don't know if they're here. You're very welcome. Sci-Fi Master Eric M. I see Nightmare now. Karina. Dennis. I know Julia's here. Chad Smith. Amber's Power World. Donna Betts. SDK and Becca. If you guys can give me, what's up? I would appreciate it. Ann Palmer, you did want a reading tonight, right? Nightmare, you got it, babe. Anna, you okay? What? Did you see something? Jessa, I already read for you. I read for you way back, Jessa. I read for you way back, honey. If you want to re-listen, you can get your reading, sweetie. When you're new, I don't make you wait on the list, so. This is for Ann Palmer. I'm just making sure, Ann, you're still here and that you do want a reading. If you can give me a heads up. We only have about an hour left, guys, a little bit less. So I've got to get through. Oh my gosh, these cards. Ann Palmer, are you here? Going once. Going twice. Cloud Horse, your Patreon bonus reading is coming as well, hun. I'm doing the February's this week. All right, so if anyone did put that in there, please, wrenches, get rid of that. That can be very dangerous. Okay, we're going to skip Anne and we're going to go to Cloud Horse. Yeah, she'll be back. I know. I was just thinking that that's just Anne. She'll come back in. Ooh, I never pulled this card before. Cloud Horse. This is Foggy Bog from the Sacred Forest Oracle. It's the card of patience, and it's card number 18. The fog in the forest is so dense you can't see your hands in front of your face. You take a step forward. The soil is soft and spongy. You realize that you are standing in a bog, and to go forward is to risk sinking deeper into the mud. The best strategy is to be still and wait for the fog to lift. The message of this card is to be quiet and still. The time is not right to go forward now. It's hard to see what lies ahead, and the truth of things may not be as they initially appear. Events that seem one way may, in fact, be completely different. Just as the egret exhibits great patience as he waits for a fish to emerge, so too must you be still and allow the truth to emerge. In this state of obscured visibility, your imagination can surge forward and spark your intuition. If you can wait long enough, your sixth sense will be ignited. Listen to your inner yearnings and pay attention to those seemingly random thoughts. Water represents emotions, feelings, and the subconscious. When the water becomes condensed as fog, it obscures the true shape of things. We can't see clearly the way we can in the light. If we move forward, we risk getting caught in acidic, waterlogged soil and decaying plant matter. Heed the warning here to not allow unexamined emotions to overwhelm your growth. The spirit of the foggy bog says, have patience. Wait until the fog lifts before taking action. The truth will emerge in time. You just need to go deeper. Follow your intuition. This is a really interesting card, Cloud Horse. I feel like it's telling me that, or it's telling you actually, that there's something in a situation that you're not seeing. You think all is good. You think everything's okay. But the fact of the matter is someone is hiding something from you, or there's something being hidden from you. I'm getting that very clearly. So what you think you know is wrong. So you really need to not make any major moves forward with anyone or anything. I mean, it's literally be still. Do the minimum amount that you absolutely have to, as far as like dealing with people, giving your emotions away, giving your heart away, because I don't know if it's a love relationship, because I'm getting love and work, which is weird. I'm not getting just one. Wait it out. Don't make any major decisions, because something is definitely being hidden from you. I did not see. You're very welcome. Thank all of you. Sci-Fi Master or Eric M. Okay. I did not see Karina. Is Julia still here? Is Chad Smith still here? Is Amber's Para World still here? Donna Betts, I'm sorry, I wrote your name a little weird. SDK and Becca. I'm going to continue reading. Jilly Doom, you got the Faerytale Oracle. Much love to all of you guys. Thank you for being here with me. Yeah, Jess said just email it to me, because putting it is really dangerous and I can get in trouble from YouTube. I didn't see it. Yes, be very cautious. Jilly, why are you sad? Are you saying hello? When I say hello, do you know what I usually mean? I'm like, hello, like that, like I'm sad. Guys, don't forget, super chats are open, and my PayPal and Cash App are in the description box for donations. Always appreciate it. All right, Jilly, let's see. Not how to breathe, just keep breathing. Oh, because I'm always sad. I'm always like, hurrah. Oh, Dawn doesn't even know what a wrench is. That means if someone comes in and like starts harassing me or being inappropriate in the chat, you have the power to kick them out. And I don't do timeouts. I do hidden. If you're part of tribe and you accidentally say something or you're having a bad day, I will give you a timeout. But if you're just a new person coming in to like bug me, I just say wrenches up. And when I say wrenches up, my wrench squad knows to be on the lookout. All right. Keep trolling. Come on. Ooh, I love this one. Jilly, you got the little match girl. And I almost said Dawn. So Dawn, maybe you should pay attention to this one as well. I don't know. but when I almost say someone else's name, it usually means something. All right, Jilly, the little match girl, the card of choice. Her little hands were almost numbed with cold. Oh, a match might afford her a world of comfort if only she dared take a single one out of her bundle, draw it against the wall, and warm her fingers by it. She drew one out. Rish! How it blazed, how it burnt. It was a warm, bright flame like a candle as she held her hands over it. It was a wonderful light. If this tale teaches us nothing else, it is to empathize with the little match girl, a spare and bleakly beautiful tale. The little match girl moves amongst her township with bare feet, her 2 large slippers lost in the dash to avoid carriage wheels, one stolen and one lost. She has a bundle of matches to sell on New Year's Eve, and she cannot return home without money, or she will be beaten. The weather is cruel. She is freezing, starving, and on the verge of death. Yet instead of bitterness and hatred, she strikes the matches one by one, and with each struck match comes a vision of familial love, the presence of her grandmother, food and warmth and comfort and love. Everything she lacks lives in the flame, and she is utterly alone except for the visions the matches bring to her, and the escape she makes into the arms of her grandmother and into death. The terrible sadness of this tale is a deliberate call to action on behalf of the writer Hans Christian Andersen. I love him. And as an oracle, this card tells you to not turn away from the hardships and sadness you see others suffer. Also, remember they are just as you, only less fortunate and blessed in that moment. It also speaks of the resilience of the human spirit and the necessity of the flame of love, which we must light again and again. And light again and light again. My gosh, I can't read. It also speaks of the resilience of the human spirit and the necessity of the flame of love, which we must light and light again. It is the treasure of memories and the visions and dreams of loved ones that can bring us so much comfort. Remember that you have within you the source of warmth of light, and within you is all that you need to recall and bring forth family and love and beauty. So draw on the visions, the imaginings, and the memory, even when you suffer, and you will find a way through. This is also a call to action, to offer some kind of assistance for those people, children, or animals who need you to share your good fortune and your warmth. Ultimately, the story reminds us that coldness kills, and warmth, the flame of love, either can keep us alive or help us reach a new life together. This is also a card that reminds us that children, especially those who suffer, can teach us a great deal about fortitude, courage, and love. So I do feel like you're getting some afterlife connection, Jilly, which kind of isn't anything new for you. Yes, it does. It mentions the grandmother who is providing her with warmth and visions as she goes into the death. I don't only feel like this is a card of noticing this in others and like volunteering and putting yourself out there. I feel like this is a card of hope that's telling you a death is on the way. And I don't mean it means a physical death, like you're going to die. It means that it's the death of a phase in your life, a cold phase filled with bitterness and misery and a lot of why me's and what ifs and all of this horrible feelings and emotions and just ickiness, like I said, that comes with January and February that you've been going through for years and years and years. Girl, it's coming to an end. I would say March, April, May. In the spring, when new life blooms, the winter of your life, of all of this sadness and anger and pain and lack and want, is going to slowly but surely come to an end. There's something that you're doing right now. I'm getting something with art. And I don't know if I know that about you, like I know it because we communicate, or if it's coming from spirit, but it's like going to take you up. And you're going to have your dreams coming true. Maybe not all of them, and maybe not one at a time, all at once, but slowly but surely and little by little. It's still going to be uncomfortable. It's still going to be painful. You're still going to have loss and misery at some points, but your life is going to get so much better. And I do feel like your grandmother, if she has not passed, is with you. Or if she's passed, is with you. Even if she has not passed, I feel like she's going to be involved. Whether she's deceased or alive, your grandmother, and you know which one I'm talking about, is going to be involved in helping you, either from the spirit realm or just in general in life. Lean heavily on your grandmother. If she's deceased, pray to her, call on her. I did not see Dennis Ford. Chad Smith left me. Oh my gosh. I thought he loved me. Donna, Amber, SDK, and Becca. I'm sure some of you answered me, but Yeah, people come into real. I mean, you can ask my regulars. I've had some really, really bad trolls that come in and just say the most horrible things to me. But I just, gotta shake it off. I wish someone would today, though. I'll tell you that much. SDK is here. Okay, great. Yeah, Jake Smith, smack him. How could he do that to me? Just abandon me in my time of need. I'm seeing a pattern too. Like we had Starseed earlier. It's Star Ancestor for you, Julia. Julia Morris, this is your reading. Jake, I love you. Heed the messages coming directly from your soul. The Star Ancestors is a term for extraterrestrial light beings who are dedicated to the healing and growth of the world. These incredible beings are divine embodiments of love who bring wisdom from the higher realms. Often people feel a sense of connectedness when they look up into the night sky and see the stars. I believe that's because they are remembering their starry connections. And those are what this card represents. The Star Ancestor is reminding you that you have otherworldly support and that your friends from the stars can help you if you are willing to be helped. They can support you in connecting with and following your soul's deepest callings. Julia, there is a deeper purpose to your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You were born to be a bright light in the world, and there are supporters out there in the universe sending waves of energy to guide you at this time. Information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is not new information, but memories. Your feelings of being drawn in a particular direction are the awakening of an aspect of your soul. You are being drawn towards a road that will not only light you up, but also help you light up your corner of the world. Continue following the cosmic guidance that is coming your way. D-Rock, I did not see you either, but I forgot to call your name. Julia, this is an amazing card, okay? Yeah, really quickly, sorry, Julia. Jessa, yeah, it could get me in trouble and you. You didn't know, no big deal. But if you do that, you can actually be blocked. I almost told my wrenches to block whoever did it. Didn't realize it was you, but it's okay. You're new, no big deal. Okay. Julia, this is your reading. The Star Ancestor. I don't believe that you are completely a human, if you will. I feel like you are so incredibly... Ooh, Amber. Okay, let me finish this. And Amber, I want to hear some more about that. Because I feel like Jessa asks for a wrench very quickly in here too. Okay, sorry, Julia. Okay. So... Julia, I feel like you're not fully, you may have some extraterrestrial DNA or some kind of star ancestor like the card says. I feel like everything you're going through right now with the Fae, perhaps with any otherworldly attachments you may have, could be just messengers coming in. If it's a bad experience, obviously that's not the case. I feel like you need to go out in the moonlight and honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I would do it and I do it all the time actually, speak to the stars. Call on your ancestors to come and help you. You know how people pray when they pray to God? Sweetly Morbid Bear! You know how people pray when they pray to God? Don't necessarily pray, but call on your ancestors. I need help. Help me. Come, guide me. And then meditate. Meditate as much as you can and open yourself up to the guidance of the universe. Amber, can you tell me a little more about that? Jessa, don't worry. I'm just trying to figure it all out, because you did ask for a wrench. You might not know that you shouldn't do that either, because it's like really like it's a wrench is, I know I have a lot of wrenches in here. A wrench is kind of something that you earn by proving yourself trustworthy, coming in over and over again. SMB, 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 SMB. Guys, you've cheered me up so much tonight. Okay, I have Amber's Para World, SDK, and D-Rock if you're still here, and then we'll do SMB. And then we'll get out of here and I can go back to, I guess this is morning. I've never had to do it before. Really sucks, guys. I'm more concerned really with Damien than myself, obviously, but he was in here and I'm glad that he came in. I think it was needed. Amber, this is you, babe. Ghost Dragons, I love you so much. I can't drink to that because I'll have to pee, but I do have my dandelion. Oh, really? Okay, Jessa, I'm just going to say so far you've been good in my chat, except for typing your phone number. If you do anything like that, if anyone does, not just Jessa, I don't want to single you out. You will definitely be removed and I will report you as well. Nobody's saying nobody likes you. I'm just saying, you know, Amber is very, very respected in this community. You know, so I don't know what happened there. You haven't done anything wrong yet except post your number. So don't feel uncomfortable here. But I mean, maybe you just had a bad night. I will say I'm just going to close it at that. Amber, thank you so much for telling me, you know. And Amber, I am very sorry that happened to you. Jessa, how old are you, honey? Amber, this is you, baby girl, okay? You got cherry on top. I love this card. It's such a good card when all these cards are so deep and mysterious. This card is pretty straight to the point. Oh, Donna, I didn't see you. Okay, Chad, thank you. I'm sure Jake went and smacked you. All right, guys, let's blow through these then. Chad. So here's the order. I got Amber, Donna, or Amber, SDK, Donna, and Chad. Chad, I'm going to be drinking out of that mug, too. That is an awesome... I hope I can get to my mom's this weekend so that I can swap merch with you because you have some nice merch. Okay, Amber, you are so close to success, to the final attainment, to all your efforts coming together perfectly. All that remains for you to do now is one final step, one last choice, commitment, attitude, or action, and your success will be complete and sweet. Sweeter than an ice cream sundae with a cherry on top. Do you feel like you're on a never-ending journey to manifest a dream? Does it seem like you've been traveling on the road to success forever, so long that you might wonder if you'll ever reach the promised land, or even if that promised land exists at all? Then you'll enjoy some good news here. You've been working hard and for a long time, simply going through each day doing what you need to do. This has been a necessary attitude, giving you patience and persistence, but it can prevent you from realizing exactly how far you've come, exactly how much you've already accomplished. Although you may not realize it, you're actually very close to achieving your goal. You might feel that it is years away or that you have to cross many shores to reach your desired destination. You will be surprised then when you walk around the corner straight into your destiny. Like a vast container of water almost at its threshold, there is just one last drop required. That one last drop that makes all the difference, Amber. Apparently, all of a sudden, when what has been growing within you starts to overflow. Yet it is all the preparation you've done that has brought you to this place. So what's required of you from now on are just the finishing touches, the finalizing of a detail or two, perhaps one last addition or adjustment. Everything's going to fall into place, Amber. It is the final drop that finally creates the overflow. If this seems too good to be true, don't worry. You're used to the hard work and not the final outcome. That is the way of things sometimes, but all things must and do change. So much of the work is already done by now. Don't waste your efforts by giving up on yourself, especially now you're so close to the outcome you seek. All that's needed now is the cherry on top. I told you this is an amazing card. Yeah, this is such an amazing card with like, there's a lot of kind of doom and gloom and like, you know, people hurting. And, you know, I'm not saying that you're not, but when it is creepy, but the message is amazing. You're doing well. Like I just said, you're very respected in this field. I respect what you say. I believe what you say. I believe in you. And I feel like a lot of people, if you guys just heard that burp, I'm so sorry. I feel like a lot of people, Jessa, you're fine, honey. respect you in that way. And I feel like you're really coming into your own. You're finally accepting that you're a mother effing goddess and that you've got this, that you know exactly what you're doing, and you are a force to be reckoned with. Step into your power, you know, take what's yours because you've put in the work, you've been uncomfortable, you've went through the pain, you've done everything. Okay, Amber. And what's going to happen is you're going to be spoiled for choice, overflowing abundance. I just see it, and I'm getting so happy because I'm feeling the happiness you're going to feel when everything comes into place. Melissa Nicole, wonderfully said. Guys, let's just drop it. We're going to end soon. I want to end on a good note. SDK, we're going to go with Magick of You. Yeah, and there are a lot of hard energies screwing with all of us. You know, I've been in hermit mode for weeks. And I think I realized why. I knew what was coming. I just didn't know who it was going to happen to. SDK. Just keep breathing. All right. I haven't had a visitation yet, but I am waiting for one. I know he's going to come to me. He's going to come to me. And he's going to say, sweetheart, I would never not answer you. All right. You got Booho. Card number 2. Where is the book for this deck would be really helpful right about now. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. I think it's right here. Yep, there it is. Okay. You got Booho, SDK, and it's the card of transforming the way you see. If you want to transform the world, start by transforming the way you see it. Pay attention to positive and pleasing things. Do not be distracted by anything that makes you feel sad or hopeless. You observe with your heart and your eyes. Grow in wisdom as you witness the world shaping itself according to the way you see it. Know that wisdom evolves and is not static or fixed. It is time to not only look outside at the world, but also to look into yourself and comprehend the role you play in the events taking shape around you. SDK, let what you observe transform you. Be uplifted by what you now know about even challenging facts and difficult truths. They are further opportunities for growth and transformation. The girl of Booho holds the owl, which symbolizes wisdom, and the butterfly, which symbolizes transformation, on her index fingers, which is the finger of power, as she gazes as she gazes on her world curiously and confidently. Booho also means people are watching you and noticing your courage, good deeds, and personal transformation, and that these qualities will be rewarded. Booho appears when a reward, bonus, or notification of approval is about to be received. So this is another card of glow up, okay, of abundance, of, you know, abundance coming in, of you getting what you've worked for. I feel like you are starting to see things differently, SDK, and in such a great way. You're growing and learning and changing. And I feel like you're happy to do it. It's like, okay, you know, what's the universe going to throw at me today because I got this? And I think that's such a beautiful thing. You're becoming more enlightened. You're becoming more in touch with your spiritual self. If you don't yet recognize this, please try to. I would meditate on it. I would talk to your spirit guides, okay? Even if you're a person that thinks that it's silly, you're getting some kind of promotion, raise, small inheritance, or recognition of good work is coming in for you. Maybe this week. I'm seeing this week, but I don't like to give definites. So we'll say by the end of next week, you will receive recognition. Someone is proud. People are paying attention, okay? Thank you, Donna. Thank you, everybody. It's been hard. I have off the weekend for SOR. Dave was such a sweetheart. You know, he's like, go spend time with your family. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this show tonight, but I'm glad that I did. I took off Chop Shop Friday night. I'm going to be with my mom and my son. You know, I'm glad they were in here tonight. I got to see that he's handling it okay. You know, he's doing the best that he can at 17 years old. Good night, Julia. So, Donna, you got the card of Breeze, and it's from the Elle Qui Oracle. It's she who surprises, surprise, discovery, and revelation. Breeze, she who surprises, stands watching at her window. She is singing a song we can't hear, but the butterflies can. They are attracted to her nature as if she were a living representation of nectar. She is their butterfly queen who can direct them to the sweetest flowers. She oversees pollination of not only the flora, but of humankind as well. One of her favorite things is the unexpected discovery. It isn't only the surprise bringing Bree her happiness, but the feeling of divinity that comes with a marvelous moment of revelation. When this card of surprise shows up, expect the unlooked for moment. If you are receptive to fortuitous and unheralded insight, you stand a very good chance of finding the answers you need. Donna, the key here is the message may come in an unusual way. You cannot expect a straightforward response. Rather, look for those things that reveal themselves through patterns. Perhaps you see a caterpillar over and over, or maybe it will be the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and then the butterfly. Whatever the symbol is, don't worry if you don't understand it in the moment. Sometimes discovery comes only after we have assimilated the knowledge deep within ourselves. We must allow the process to unfold. Forcing it may ruin the moment of sacred surprise. So, paying closer attention to the signs that you're given and discovering your own divine direction. You may have some confusion that comes in. Do you know what I mean? You may be directionless or feel directionless in the moment. I feel like there is a lot of confusion about like, what are you here for? What are you supposed to do next? I feel like you're searching for those answers. If you're not, you are going to be soon. Oh, Melissa, thank you so much for that. Donna, I really feel like pay attention when you start seeing, oh my gosh, it's again. Oh, I was going to say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's not. It's 1034. If you see things like 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 11, it's the same number over and over again on a license plate. You know, play it in the lottery, give it a chance. You're not going to understand right away, but I feel like your dreams are also going to have some kind of prophetic feel to them. They're definitely going to be prophetic. Sorry to be repetitive. Donna, I feel like there is a change in perspective coming in and a freedom, a transformation of who you are. I feel like you're stepping into your power. You're claiming and owning what is yours. You're taking back your power from someone or something that has taken it from you. And I say, you go, girl. Good for you. Chad Smith. Let's do angels and ancestors for you, boo. I have to give you a personal too. I gave Sonny a personal, but I think he might have, I sent it through text. I think he might have accidentally deleted it. Because people don't realize I can tell when you watch your personal. Whoa, okay. Chad, you got the card of Guardian Angel. You are not alone. This is a beautiful card, and it's my favorite in this whole deck. Watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they're working hard to guide you. Chad, the Guardian Angel card shows the white feather that has become known as the Guardian Angel's business card. Whenever a white feather appears in your life and or this card appears in a reading, it's a message to say your guardian angel and ancestor guides are particularly close at this time, and they're there to support you with their love. If you have asked for help with a particular situation, know that there is divine intervention in the works. So whatever you're praying for or asking the universe for, Chad, whatever you're putting out there into the universe is coming back to you. Your guardian angels and your ancestors are working hard to make it happen for you. Like, you're going to receive the answers you need. You're going to get what you want. This is another beautiful card of abundance and blessing. And yes, I am on Paranormal Chop Shop on Fridays. I'll say all of that right at the end there. Everyone has a guardian angel, Chad, who has been with them in all of their past lifetimes and will be there in all of the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and will never be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there's always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now, and it's here to aid you in all of your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. You really, when you ask for it, you really have to believe that the help is going to come. Okay? Oh, Chad, that's what I wanted to do. I have a note here to myself to moderate you. When you ask for it, just make sure that, like, just know that it's going to happen. Like, if you're asking for more money, know that it's going to happen. Chad, continue with the positive manifestation, because that's what gives your angels the power to work, the energy that you put out when you do that. Sweetly Morbid Bear, last one. Then I'll tell you guys how you can get in touch with me, how you can contact me, and where I usually am. I never take nights off of work. This is just something obviously really important that I have to do and go be with my son. So this weekend I will not be on Chop Shop or SOR, but I'll talk to you guys about that after Sweetly Morbid Bear's reading. Otherwise, I never take off. You can ask anybody that knows me. Paradox Fossils, I hope you saw my post. My community post, I put a happy birthday in there for you. So if you didn't see it, please go back and look. I posted it like where I post my videos. Yeah, you got to go and sub to Chop Shop. You got to sub to Spaced Out Radio. You have to sub to Missing Persons Mysteries. I write most of the content on Missing Persons Mysteries. You won't hear me or see me, but whatever Steve narrates, I usually am the one who wrote it. Not all of it, but most of it. I'm head writer. All right, Sweetly Morbid Bear, and then I will do Paradox quickly. Sweetly Morbid Bear, you got the Baba Yaga, the card of loss. And everybody, SMB included, if I don't respond to you text, don't think I didn't get it. I do read it. You guys know what I'm dealing with. SMB, lost within a forest dark, borrowing others' light and spark. No need to steal to be seen. Find your way and shine supreme by the power of the dark goddess in me. Protection in place, blessed be. Every time you steal somebody's thunder, you are taking away their moment that they've earned. Trying to win praise for oneself by preempting someone else's attempt to impress is a completely fake way to receive adulation. Baba Yaga knows what it is to be without love and understands that you sometimes need to steal the limelight in order to be noticed. However, Baba Yaga does not look kindly on those who have more than they need in life, and she will take from those who don't appreciate what they have. Do you really want Baba Yaga to teach you her hard lesson in understanding loss? Then start to appreciate what really matters in life. Give praise where it's due and learn to cherish who you are. Baba Yaga offers to lead you out of the dark forest that ensnared you for this little while. Spend time connecting with the forest. You have lost sight of who you are. SMB, something that has been lost to you will return. Don't lose faith. Stop trying to seek attention. You aren't using all of your true potential. Something's being hidden from you. Open your eyes. And it says it in capital letters with an exclamation point. Losing sight of who you are, SMB, okay? Hello, Mrs. Sister. Yeah, you're losing sight of who you are. I believe that you're focusing too much maybe on helping others. And I'm not saying, guys, don't help others, but what I'm getting particularly and specifically from your spirit guide, Sweetly Morbid Bear, is that you've been giving so much to so many others that you don't have enough for yourself anymore. You need to step back and replenish. Otherwise, the Baba Yaga, the universe, the cosmos is going to start just taking more and more from you until you're uncomfortable enough, until you're empty enough to have that push to refill again, okay? You're missing a lot. And I think it's because you gave it away. Paradox Fossils, we're going to do, I never remember what I do from one week to another, but I'm getting Angels of Atlantis again. And I think I did pull this for you last time, and I'm sorry, but the universe picks, not me. Guys, Moon Bear Oracle is up. It's not running yet. I put the content on next week. Once a month reading for each astrological sign. Come March or April at the latest, it'll be once a month and once a week for each astrological sign. On Saturday and Sunday nights from 11 p.m. Eastern Time to 2 a.m. Eastern Time, I'm on the After Hours show on Spaced Out Radio here on YouTube. Go on over, subscribe over there. That show is incredible. It's amazing. Friday nights from 9 p.m. Eastern Time to around 11, I guess sometimes midnight, but starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be on Paranormal Chop Shop with Jake Smith, Chad Smith, and my Sunny Bear. Papa Willie's usually over there. I mean, it's a great time. Come on over. You have to subscribe over there too. Come hang out with us. I love that stream. It's so laid back. It's really just like hanging out with your family, just like this, only there's more people, okay? Wednesday nights, you can find me right here. If you want a personal reading, I do 3-card, 7-card, and a 1-hour face-to-face. I go above that too, but let's just start there. 3-card, 7 to 12 card, or 1-hour face-to-face through Skype, iMessage, Google Duo. It doesn't matter. Email me at moonbearoracle@gmail.com, and that is all one word, moonbearoracle@gmail.com. Don't forget, super chats are open. My PayPal and Cash App are in the description box if you guys should feel so inclined to make a financial donation. If not, thank you for donating and being generous of your time, your energy that you brought in with you tonight. I love you all. You really helped me out. Like, you don't even know how much. So, all right, last one. Who was it? Paradox. You got Sandalphon, the card of intention. Drawing this card, Paradox, means that Sandalphon is asking you to make a list of your many expectations, as these are the seeds of your intentions. Thought creates reality, and so by revealing this card, you are being asked to truly specify what you intend and to place a purpose to that intention. From clearly defined purpose, your experience is wrought. The angels want you to experience love, joy, and success. Therefore, visualize yourself and your intimates in gratitude, joyously experiencing the outcome of your intention. This is the kernel from which abundance grows. Chants, hey, hey, in praise of the joy that you feel. The power of positive manifestation, Paradox, putting out into the universe. I feel like you are negatively manifesting right now. Okay, you're putting negativity out into the universe. This is going to be a crappy day, or my life sucks, or whatever it may be that you're doing, you're bringing this negativity into you, and you're definitely feeding off others as well. You're becoming vampiric. Paradox, all you have to do is change your words, even if you really don't believe it. When you manifest and do the manifestations out loud, yes, you're supposed to believe in it and envision it, but it has to start somewhere. So even if you don't believe it, manifest that you're doing well. Manifest that you have the job of your dreams. Manifest that you have $1 million in your bank account. Manifest that you're a freaking astronaut. I don't care. Start positively putting out positive manifestations, whether you believe it or not. And as you go on, more and more, you will start to believe it, because your life will start changing for the better. Everybody, I love you guys so much. Ghost Dragons, I will talk to you in the morning for coffee, and hopefully this week we can discuss a few things, maybe tomorrow in the morning as well. Jake Smith, hit me up anytime you need me. I love you so, so much. You guys are the actual best. Thank you so much, everybody, for all of the gifts and all of the well wishes. You guys have made my night totally and completely. I feel really alone in this right now and everything that I'm dealing with. And it felt really good to be around friends and people who support me and who care and who don't want to see me upset. Okay. Thank you so much for your donations, PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, whatever it is. I appreciate all of you so very much. And I can't thank you enough for being here and spending this time with me. Like this video, spread the love by sharing, and subscribe if you haven't already. Love you guys so much. And I will see you. My next live stream will be next Wednesday. Love you.